4 Rizz farms here, which will be put up in front of the house, and it'll be on the farm for forever.
Yep.
All right, so Mark, what kind of tree is this?
This is an autumn blaze maple, so it's going to get beautiful fall colors. It's a relatively fast grower, so it's going to get nice and big, give the house some shade.
Oh, awesome. So we need to put this into the ground, which
sir.
I've never planted a tree before, so...
Oh, you're going to get your education today.
Oh, nice. So let's get it off the trailer.
All right.
And into the ground.
Yes, sir.
And how much does this thing weigh?
Probably about 200 pounds.
Good thing I got this cart. Let's load her up. All right, Mark, let's do a tree raising ceremony.
All right, here we go.
You're doing great.
Yep, that's it. Keep doing it.
Here we go.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Down a hill, down a hill.
Yep, now up.
Up a hill.
This is actually going to be the hard part.
Hey, good morning, everybody. Hello.
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 How you feeling, dude?
Hello. Are you guys all sore?
I am.
I'm so sore.
Nah.
I thought
really,
I was
I'm all right.
a total puss, and you guys weren't sore, but it's good to hear that you are.
I'm not sore.
Oh, you're not?
No.
Oh, man, I'm sore.
I am.
Lern came in complaining like immediately.
Yeah, I woke up. I felt like I didn't move all night, and then I think I was just holding on to dear life.
Well, we went racing yesterday, and big thanks to Keith and everybody over at the Kartplex over at Worldwide Technology Raceway.
What a cool thing, man. And, you know, I talked to them, and they're super busy. Obviously, it's the coolest and fastest go-kart experience you're ever going to have. And I was talking to them like, hey, you know, since school year started up, are you guys very busy? And they're like, no, it's a little bit slow during the day. Which I was like, dude, what a perfect opportunity for somebody who's looking to do some sort of team building thing now that the
Oh, heck yeah.
the temperatures are going down. Like, look at the times. Take your work crew over
Oh,
there.
yeah. They do that.
Instead of doing a lunch or something, go over there. It is one of the most fun things you will do.
Yeah, they do bachelor parties, which, you know, you got to say, hey, that's your first stop. We don't want any drunk idiots here.
Yeah. No,
Yeah, this is a
We
no
don't want
weed
any.
zone.
We don't want any drunk idiots here at the Kartplex. So let this be, if you're doing a bachelor party, like a whole day thing, let this be the first stop. And then you could go, you know, hey, hop, skip, and a jump away from the east side, huh?
Right. East Side experience.
crazy fun.
That's what I told the camera guys when they pulled out. They're like, what are you doing? I think we're thinking about getting lunch. And I was like, you want to go down to the pink slip? See if we can all get fired?
Yeah, well, listen, if you ever want to go for lunch at one of those fine establishments, I believe if you ask for a receipt, if you want to expense it, it just says food and beverage.
That's hilarious.
Is that true?
How nice
I
is
think
that?
so.
That's so funny.
I believe that is the case. It would just say food and beverage. It wouldn't say Penthouse Club Buffet.
Yeah.
Food and beverage.
Penthouse Club Buffet. Imagine an accountant calling you about that.
Ron, yeah, we see you turned in your expense report.
That's right.
$250 for the Penthouse Club Buffet.
That's where the client wanted to go.
It was lobster.
Hey, do you remember at Pops, they used to have like fried chicken Tuesdays?
Oh, yeah. I do remember this.
Vaguely.
Wow.
That was a long time ago.
Yes, it was.
I don't think they still do it. But it was like once a month. And I would go down there for fried chicken Tuesdays.
Tuesday afternoons.
It was Tuesday lunch. And they would have pretty awesome fried chicken.
Really?
So here's the question. For a place like that, Pops 24/7. Does Monday midnight happen? And now it's
Fried
Fried Chicken Tuesday.
That's a good question.
Well, I think it was just a lunch thing.
If I'm seeing Monday Night Metal or whatever it is, and then all of a sudden it's midnight, well, heck, get some fried chicken on the way out.
I think it was like a 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. thing.
Valid question, though.
Valid question, yes.
Because I've had a lot of food at Pops.
What else I was thinking about when we left? Me and McNew were talking about
Video guy Josh.
Josh McNew. He's like, man, they still do horse hooky? I go, I don't know. I haven't been in a long, because we're right by Fairmont City.
Which is now FanDuel. I think it's called FanDuel Park.
Oh, is it? See, I haven't been
Rebranded.
so long. That used to be a fun time.
That was a great time. They would have
cheap.
like Blue Moon.
$2 a pop.
Yeah, it was like they had like a Blue Moon special.
That's where my husband went for his bachelor party. That's what he was doing in the morning of. They did the ponies, right?
Yeah.
Bet on the ponies.
Bet on the ponies.
I always thought that was code for something worse.
No.
Fairmount Park.
That's where they told you they went.
It's still
I'm sure.
FairmountPark.com, but it does say FanDuel
Yeah,
Sportsbook horse racing. So I don't know if it's the actual official name of it.
Maybe we could do that for a Rizz Olympic.
Bet on horses?
Go bet on the horsies.
That's hilarious.
Man, I don't know
I
how
would
that
do it.
works.
See who's mentally up to the challenge. I don't think they'll let us ride. And also after the
You know, not if you.
I don't want to break a horse's back.
Not to ride, but to bet.
Yeah.
Just to bet. And you know what? If we do, we all got to dress as if we're going to the Kentucky Derby.
Oh, I thought you were going to say we all got to dress like jockeys.
No, we'd have to dress
Dude,
as
I love a big hat.
That's actually really funny.
as if we're going to the Kentucky Derby, but it's like a Wednesday night.
Yeah, Wednesday day. Go there during the day where it's all the guys that are just like scraped together change, unemployed, trying to win big and get their kids back.
Wait till you see my hat.
Excuse me, where do I get the mint juleps? Get out of here.
I'll have 3 mint juleps and a shrimp skewer, please.
Get
Who are you, man? Why do you have a top hat on?
Yeah, Lern's with the big Kentucky Derby hat.
Oh,
I
yes.
can imagine it. Well, we did race yesterday. We're not going to tell you who won. Mm-hmm. We'll put out a video. We had a large camera crew out there, including a drone.
Yep.
I didn't realize they were flying that drone until
Until they're
I guess
packing it
Zane
up.
was putting it away.
Yeah.
Oh, I noticed it.
You and I both saw him packing up. I was like, hey, how'd that go? And he was like, effing awesome.
Did you see them put the drone up?
Stands for
Yeah,
flying.
I was back. I had all my rear views going. I was looking up, over. I didn't know who was around me. So, no, I noticed the drone. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
I had no idea.
Man, they had full kits. We had like 1, 2, 3. We had at least 9 cameras.
Yeah.
going, I think.
Yeah. So hopefully it all edits together nicely. And the way it worked was, and this was event number 1 for the Rizz Olympics. So Keith, and again, thanks, Keith. Thanks to the entire staff over there at the Carplex. Also, Chris Blair and Curtis over there from the track for letting us do it. So we got to the track. We suited up, put our helmets on, and they gave us 6 minutes to go around the track as many times as we wanted to.
Mm-hmm. Well, the funny thing is, so I got there first and I said, hey, I think the plan is we're going to do, because Rizz, you had suggested we do 2 laps and we'll take time from the second. So I suggested that. And Keith looks at me and goes, you think 2 laps is going to be enough? And I was like, I don't know. Is it? And he goes, no.
No, listen, I defer to Keith.
Yeah, he goes, no, you're going to need to get used to the track a little
Right.
bit. At least a few minutes.
I hadn't been there in
man.
10
was
years.
nice.
We
Yeah.
hadn't been there in 9 or 10 years.
I know. And every time you're like so designed to when you see a go-kart track, you go, oh, yeah, that's easy. I can do that.
It's not.
And you think like, oh, yeah, this will be fine. Because most go-kart tracks, let's admit it, most go-kart tracks, you're on the gas the whole time. You don't need brakes.
No.
You're barely sliding. You're not really like skirt, skirt, skirt. You're not really skidding out or drifting or any of that kind of stuff. That's all in play at this track.
Oh, these things are going like 45, 50 miles an hour.
Right.
I mean, you're cruising.
It's a different game.
Yours went that slow?
So, so he gave us 6 minutes on the track, and hey, pick your lines, try some stuff out. We'll take your fastest lap time, and that will be the determining factor on how you start the race.
Yeah.
And we did 10 laps. Like the Rizz Olympics race itself was 10 laps. We spent 6 minutes kind of exploring the track, figuring it all out, and our fastest lap from that was the determining factor for our starting grid spot. But it was fun, and hopefully we'll have the video next week for you.
So fun. I forgot how much fun it was. And as soon as you get out there, you're just a big adult kid, just like, I can't believe I got to do this. This is so cool.
You just want to go right back and do it again.
Oh, and they mic'd us all up. So we all had mics on us, and as we're racing, I was so locked in, I didn't even talk.
Yeah, I think that's a lot of people.
No, I sang. I was singing
Oh,
Born to
you
Be
did?
Wild the whole time.
Oh,
yeah.
that's awesome.
I had
did not.
Steppenwolf going. I was mother effing some of you. I'm going to be real.
Oh, no.
What else did I sing? I think some James Brown, I think, came out of my mouth. Like, I had a lot of going. I was singing to myself, so pretty entertaining for everybody, hopefully.
That's great, because you're probably the only one that was talking. I planned on doing like a play-by-play and every turn,
Me too.
and talking it out and talking trash.
I had all intentions of talking a lot of trash, but
I think I went silent.
I remembered about the 8th lap
Oh, to start talking?
to start talking. I was like, oh, yeah, I'm mic'd up. And then I just started. I don't even know what I was saying. I was just out of my head. I was just talking out of my head. A lot of Mario Kart talk.
a lot of Mario Kart talk.
A lot
Okay.
of Mario Kart talk. Because that's what it felt like to me.
Yeah.
A lot of Mario Kart talk, a lot of talking trash on you, like digging into your personal lives.
Oh, good.
Oh.
Yeah. I would expect nothing
I like
less.
that.
Yep.
But yeah, once a video comes out, you'll figure out who won. Figure out who's in the lead going into the second event of the Rizz Olympics.
We can say this, though. All of us have been trying to like chill out a little bit on the competitive nature, and make sure we have good sportsmanship, Like
Yeah,
we're
that's
maturing.
not happening.
That went so out
the window.
So
Well,
out
you guys
the
said
window.
mean things yesterday before
Well, we had
started
to.
the race.
Very mean things.
We had to. That's the competitive spirit lives inside all of us.
Well, champs don't do that.
No, champs. That's how you become a champ. It finally happened yesterday. My wife said to me before I went to bed, like, hey, when are you going to clean yourself up?
What?
Well, what's that mean?
The beard?
Like take,
You gonna,
take a
like-
shower? Like
You're going to cut your hair?
trim
Like,
your hair.
Your hair looks so good right now. The curls
You're gonna-
are exquisite.
I was kind of letting everything kind of go to see how long it would take for her to go. When are you going to,
Yeah, you're half Jumanji.
when are you going to do something about this? Like,
I mean, she's got to be all up in it. So maybe, obviously, we defer to her. But
Right.
as somebody who sits 6 feet away from you or whatever this is, you look okay.
Maybe it was just my.
As someone that has no interest in kissing you, I
Yeah.
think you look fine.
No, maybe it was
the
like,
hairier, the better, right?
as
Like,
I was going to
cover
bed
'em up.
yesterday, like I was going to go, hey, I'm going to take a shower and go to bed. Like my hair was like I had no hat on. My hair was wild. I had no shirt on.
Maybe not,
I was like,
maybe not the best time to ask her.
I was like, I didn't ask her.
She volunteered.
She
that
was
was
like,
sweet.
hey, when is this gonna
Go away.
When are you gonna call Joe the haircut guy to kind of?
When is Captain Caveman exiting my home?
It was definitely a Sasquatch Sasquatch sighting in my house. Like, ooh,
Did you have a prepared
who's that
answer?
hairy beast. Well, I said, aren't we judgy?
Oh,
Yeah,
boy.
good response.
Aren't we judgy?
Don't you corner the wolf.
Can I just take a picture of the back of your head? I don't know if people actually know, like, what's going on back there because they only see the front of you on our webcam.
It's wild.
Yeah, your head hair is connecting to your back hair. It's very
Yeah,
cool.
everything's
Sometimes
connected now.
You're just one.
I'm just
It's
one
trail,
hairball.
one trail down to the heels.
I thought we were doing this in solidarity, man.
Okay, yeah, it's great.
It's pretty tight, man.
I'm just so jealous of your curl.
Yeah, you got great curls. I got terrible.
Curls for the girls,
I got
baby.
The middle ground. That's not straight and it's not curly. It's a pain in the ass.
Yes, Greg, I am turning into Chewbacca.
I thought we were doing this together, man. I thought we were going to go
Maybe-
couple years.
listen.
Couple years and see where we're at. Maybe start a dad hairband or something. Who knows? Life's crazy.
Maybe maybe I'll trim the beard a little bit. Maybe I'll clean myself up a bit. But, look in her eyes was like, I'm not touching this. This is gross. Like, I'm going to have to sleep next to this. Do something. Clean yourself up.
She gave you the do something. Oh, that's my favorite.
No, it was more of a, when are you going to, this is not working for me.
What did she say? When are you going to fix this? What was the actual quote?
It was more of a, when are you going to do something about this?
Okay, just want to get it right for the socials.
Was it prefaced with an ew?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Ew.
Ew.
Ew, brother. Ew.
When are we going to fix
Yeah.
this?
And
Was there a
I
pregnant
get it.
pause between fixing this?
It was a very unsexy moment as I'm like, got my gut hanging out. I'm
Found a
like,
Cheeto in your belly button.
I want to go take a shower.
Yeah. You pulled a full Cheeto puff right out of your belly button. You're like, I've been looking for that.
I want to go take a shower and go to bed.
Well, what's it got you thinking? You're thinking now. Keep the hair, shave the beard.
Yeah, I don't know.
That'd be cool. right? I mean, talk about go mustache, dude. Come on, mustache brothers.
Oh, yeah.
Mustache
Stash
brothers.
out.
so
maybe I should
Solidarity with
stash it
those
out.
three with the long hair, and then a mustache
Please.
She'd
with
really
me.
hate that.
Let's all stash out. I got Big Terry at home.
What do you mean she would hate that? You already have a mustache. You just shaved the beard.
Should I stash it out? I don't know. I may stash it out.
Give it a try. I've never
Maybe.
seen it on
Do
you.
it.
Why
Have a little
wait?
fun.
Yeah, but I got the hair.
Let's send someone over to CVS and stash out by the end of this episode.
Yeah, you look like a picture from 1978 already. And, you know, without the beard, you would.
Yeah,
I'm saying
maybe.
you got the
Stash
hair.
Brothers. Love it.
Dude, imagine doing that unannounced on the webcams. Like every break, you shave a little bit of your beard off and just don't talk about it.
By the end of the show, you're clean.
End of the show,
By the end of
you're
the show, I just gotta.
you're Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
I kind of love it.
You look good with the Hulk Hogan. You got nice, thick,
Dude, you'd look rad, brother.
curly hair, handlebar mustache.
Brent
You're
says
like
show
Rick
up tomorrow
Rude.
with a full porn stash.
Do it.
Why not?
Do it.
I would love to have facial hair for that reason. I mean, I do have like peach fuzz that I do shave off my
Which is
face,
pretty
Yeah.
hot.
Me too.
but it's never of any stature, you know?
It's as annoying as it is fun. It is fun.
It has to be fun. Because it makes you look
change it
completely
up.
different.
Yeah, it's fun to change it up all the time.
Listen, my grooming recently has been questionable. I get it.
Oh, really? Wow. Okay. Admitted.
Okay.
It's been a rough couple months, okay?
What's happened to you? My God.
You
Someone
okay?
said mutton chop Rizz Civil War general, and I like that. General Burnside, Ambrose Burnside.
Yeah. You ever go to, a public pool or somebody else's pool and go, oh, man, I've been neglecting my toenails.
Oh, all the time, yes.
Oh, man, no.
That's the best.
And I look at what
That
who's
happened
neglecting.
to me once
At a pool.
at a pool, and somebody called me out on it.
Oh.
And this was a long time ago. And now I'm like
Gross.
very self-conscious about
Public toenail.
public
showing.
toenail.
You got a yellow toenail? What's up?
No, it was like, okay, we were, oh, man,
Just long.
had to be 20 years ago.
Wow.
Had to be, and it stuck with me, and I know the dude who said it
20 years ago.
20 years ago, still sticks with me to this day. And anytime I know we're going to a pool or I need to have my shoes off or anything,
Flashbacks.
I'm like, oh man, are my toenails? All right. We were in Vegas. And we're at a pool in Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
And a buddy of mine was in the pool, and I was standing on the deck.
Oh, so he was eye level.
So he was eye level with my feet.
Damn.
And he emerges from the water. And he goes, ew.
Oh,
He
no.
goes, dude, when are you going to cut your toenails?
You know what, though? He was trying to help you out, man.
Yeah, no, it
He's
was
telling
loud,
you got a
though. It
booger.
was loud.
Oh.
He's telling your shirt tag was flipped up.
It was loud enough for
Man, that's what we did in our 20s. You know, we were loud about it.
Yeah, we were loud.
Now we're much
We
more
were loud about it.
discreet and helpful as good friends, but he was still being a good friend, just obnoxious about it. Yeah? Trying to see.
No,
the
he
positive.
wasn't doing it to be a good friend. He was doing it to.
Trying to help you let go of this.
He was doing it to, demean me, put me down,
Oh.
make himself look better. It's fine. Something that stuck with me for a very long time.
Men are quite particular about that. I remember John Hewlett, he never would wear sandals. And I'd be like, why? And he had a nasty yellow toenail. And he was like, we never want to talk about this on the air. And I said, okay.
Okay, so I'll wait a few years and do it on the Rizz
Yeah,
show.
this is what is that, the 10-year span of I can't be held accountable. So no, I am talking about it. So he had a nasty yellow toenail sitch.
No, my toenails are not yellow. They were just long. It was just I think I had a long, big toenail.
What happened? Did he need some tough acting, tenactin? Boom.
Yeah, get it in there. Just go get a pedicure. Everything is well after that.
I'm making him go. I'm taking Moon too. We're gonna go have a boys' date.
I would love to have somebody do something to my toes.
Because you've been resistant to it.
Yeah, you got like hobbit feet.
What? No, man. They're
It's
beautiful
good.
feet.
Like if we were in Vegas, I'd
For
get
you.
out of the pool and go, oh, hobbit feet. Look at this guy.
Right.
They're a little hairy.
So after I got called out, I went immediately. I was shame. First laugh it off and go, ah. Yeah, they are a little long. I forgot to.
Crying in the hotel room.
Now I sat down in the veranda and started biting his toenails, which made it worse.
Back then, I could probably put my feet in my mouth.
My brother did that, dude. That was like one of the grossest. 6'4", long legs. I'd look over, he'd be biting his toenails. I'm like, what? Who raised you, man?
That is
Gross.
cool. I want to learn that trick.
And he stopped eventually, but this is well into high school.
To stick your feet in your mouth and bite your own toenails off.
And just
Well-
to be that flexible would probably be good for your health.
Well, there is there's a time and place to cut your toenails.
When's that?
The place is either at a place that does pedicures or the comfort of your own bathroom.
Uh-huh.
You don't cut your toenails out in public. Am I right?
I mean, no.
Unless you're trying to impress
Unless
me.
there's something really bad going on.
I'll admit I did something new, first time ever, that was so cool and pleasant. Saturday morning, nice outside, enjoying my coffee, and I was outside, and I felt, you know what? I feel like my toenail is touching my shoe a little bit, right? Because
Yeah.
And I thought this is a perfect time to do it, and why not do it outside? Less cleanup. I'm not worried about
So you
finding every little
cut your
thing.
toenails outside?
I did on the deck, and dude,
Were you by yourself?
no, my wife was sitting in the other chair. But
It's your wife.
It's an
fine.
intimate place.
Yeah. But have you ever done it outside?
I don't think I've
Oh,
ever
yeah.
cut my
Yeah, I have.
toenails outside.
I always sit on my back deck and do it.
Oh, you do? Oh, okay. So this is
love
not a new thing.
No, it's better out there.
It
It's easier
really
to do.
is.
And you don't have to worry about the cleanup. It
You
just
don't.
disappears.
You're giving back, biodegradable things
Normal
to
people
the earth.
do them in their bathrooms.
Try it outside. It'll change your life. It
So
was
they-
liberating.
And maybe I will sit on my deck next time I cut my toenails.
It was amazing.
Make sure someone's below you too, because that's really fun.
But there is a story going around about this woman. She was vacationing in Dubai with her family. And she's sitting on a lounge chair. Now, Dubai, that's nice, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty,
Very luxurious.
luxurious.
It can be, yeah.
expensive. So she's at this resort in Dubai. And imagine hearing a clicking sound that sounds oddly familiar as you're sipping your cocktail.
Oh, no.
So you are poolside at a resort and you hear that clicking sound, that
Snip, snip.
unmistakable clicking sound. Here she is talking about it.
Sitting at the pool, watching the kids live their best life, and I can hear this clicking. I know what sound that is. Please do not let it be true. Right near where I'm sitting, some dirty pig is cutting their toenails about 15 feet away from me. A grown man is cutting his toenails by the pool. And the worst thing is that when he finished, he just scooped them all off the towel onto the floor. Please tell me I'm not the only one totally disgusted by this.
All right, so
A
he's got
dirty pig.
he's got his gross toenail clipping. So he's probably got a towel. I'm imagining a towel down,
Yeah.
and he's clicking cutting the toenails, and their clippings are falling onto the towel. And then he lifts the towel up and shakes it
Yeah.
poolside.
Toenails for everybody.
Ugh,
So freaking gross.
blech,
Well, when in Dubai,
blech.
I'm grossed out enough about people cutting their fingernails in public, and Jeff used to do it all the time.
Jeff used to do it all the time in the office.
I still have his clippers in there.
Yeah, and I don't get it. I
Jeff
don't
was
get it.
very particular about his fingernails. Very.
Love
particular.
that about him. I sit at his old desk in our office, and I have my whole manicure set. And sometimes, like if Rafe and I are talking after the show, we're just cutting it up. I will
You're
just start.
cutting it up.
I will start cutting it
filing?
up.
Are you filing?
I'm filing. I'm snipping. I'm getting my cuticle. I mean,
Yeah, she's got Imogene's little station over there.
I do. And I guess I'm just so comfortable that I don't feel that's.
so you guys don't
awful.
do that sometimes if you're getting ready to.
It doesn't bother me for what that's worth.
Cool.
I
If
don't
you're
know
going into
why.
an event or something like that, do you not open the car door sometimes and just do it real quick before
I
you
do her feet.
Yeah.
I have a pair of clippers in my car.
Yeah. So you do it
Really?
there?
Girl.
Oh, I do
I
too.
only have them in the bathroom, and for some reason, I feel like it's less gross for you or women. Maybe. I don't
Yeah.
know.
But what about
Wow.
Nail sexism. Had no idea.
Hey, listen, man, I'm just.
Internalized
I'm in-
nail-sogyny.
I'm admitting, nail misogyny. I'm admitting. I don't know why, but it does seem less gross. If you were to do it in front of me in the office,
Yeah.
I probably wouldn't think too hard on it. But when Jeff did it, I was like, "Why is this guy doing this in front of me?
Well,
This is
it's
freaking weird."
Because you'd be working and you just hear click,
Yeah.
like unannounced, and everybody knows what the sound is. There's an unmistakable sound of fingernails or toenails being clipped.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
poolside. So all I'm imagining is this a-hole now takes his towel and all the nail clippings, and I'm walking, and I got your nail clippings now stuck to the bottom of my foot.
Your wet foot. Your wet, wrinkly foot, so it'll, like, really get in there. Really, like, stick.
As if public pools are not gross enough.
I know, man.
Yeah.
I think I'm done with the public pool. I hate to say it.
I've been
I think I'm
done.
done.
What'd she call him? A dirty animal?
A pig.
A dirty pig.
Dirty
This
pig.
dirty pig is slipping off his tallies.
Tallies.
Talons.
Yeah.
This sort of
Called
behavior.
tallies. And
tallies.
have you never been to the UK, man?
He's sniffing his
No.
tallies off into the
He's snipping his tallies.
And it's bloody
So gross.
disgusting.
So gross.
I like how she just so casually said, and this pig. I think I'm gonna start adopting that instead of other words that I say.
He's hemming up his pigeon claws right there by the pool.
This dirty pig.
This dirty pig.
Some woman who responded to this posting was like, I would tell hotel management.
Oh, you would?
I wouldn't.
You sound like
I
a
wouldn't-
fantastic individual.
I wouldn't go that far. They said, I would report it to hotel staff as it's a major hygiene issue. We all know that fingernails and toenails harbor bacteria. You're at a public pool.
Yeah. Those toenails were going to go in the pool before he clipped them. So what? Pick your battle. Pick your evil.
There's less.
Yeah, as a Band-Aid is floating by.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Which is fine.
Condoms. As they're cleaning a condom out of the pool filter.
Yeah, it's also no self-awareness on this person's part. Zero regard for anybody or their, or his surroundings. He's a jerk.
At a pool, man.
At a pool.
The gall.
Ugh. Blah. Yeah. You want some local stories here? I got a couple things that I need to get to.
Yeah.
Locally here. Man. Insurance. Your insurance card in your car. Do you have a printed out one or do you have one on your phone?
I have a one printed.
Okay, you do have your old school printed out. Remember when you get car insurance, they would send you the little in the mail?
Yeah.
Paper, not even laminated, just like
Paper. You cut it out.
Perforated paper.
Either perforated or you cut it out yourself. And now, listen, I'm with Allstate, so Allstate's got a great app. It's got the insurance card on the app, so you could show it if you get pulled over, or you have an option of printing it out on your home printer, and doing the cut thing and putting it in your glove box.
Right.
Where everybody keeps their insurance card, right? In your glove box for the just in case. Now, knock on wood, I have not printed out my newer cards. And my only source of proof of insurance is on my phone, on the app.
Mine too.
Yeah.
Mine too. And that was recent. It was just within the last 2 years.
Right. Me as well.
And it was because an officer said, yeah, you just need the digital one. And as soon as an officer told me that, I went, oh, cool. Thank you.
Okay, so you get pulled over. Let's say, Lern, you get pulled over.
Yes.
Okay. License and insurance, please. And you don't have your printed out one.
I start crying. Yes.
You don't have your printed out one. You have it only on your phone.
Uh-huh.
And now you have to give your phone over to the police officer. Your phone, which is now open, and unlocked.
Yes.
So you give it over to the officer, who then goes to his car with it.
Whoa, that's not happened.
Yeah.
They don't have to take it to the car.
Nah, they just look at it.
Okay.
But let's say he does. Or
Oh,
they
no,
do.
you're not taking my phone.
Oh.
No, you don't.
What do you mean? What you got to hide?
You don't have permission to touch my phone.
Well, he's already touching it because you handed it to him.
No, I didn't hand it to him. I said, here
You're
it is.
showing it to him?
Here it is. Check it out.
You're like Target drive up with the code on the
Yeah.
window.
If you need proof of that, you take a picture of it.
Yeah, I've never.
But I'm not. You're not.
It's not happened to me, so I don't know.
It's happened to me.
So you just
Happened to me
show
on the way to work. That one day last year. I got snagged.
I think they just look at it. I don't
Do
think
they?
actually
I don't know.
even care.
Because
look.
I remember,
I
I've
pulled
been
it
pulled
up
over.
on my phone, showed it to him. All he wanted to see was that you had it. You're good.
Okay.
He didn't
Yeah, I
ask.
think
He didn't try to touch my phone.
I think that's it.
Is it now, officers listening? Is it a red flag if a police officer asks for somebody's phone, like more than showing it?
I would imagine it has to be.
Because there was a thing.
Oh no.
What happened?
There's a thing. There's a thing locally here, and it's out in Florissant. Headline, woman says cop stole nude photos during fluorescent traffic stop. More victims possible.
That's terrible.
So when a fluorescent woman was pulled over.
That's the first thing that went through my mind, by the way.
Was it?
Was that they're going to go through, because you have your phone unlocked.
Right.
You have to unlock it to show the insurance card.
Yes,
The first thing they're going to do is go through your photos.
Yeah, well, and you're in your photos because you've taken a picture of your insurance card. So they're already probably...
No. I mean...
You have the digital...
the Allstate app.
I understand that, but some people just take a picture of their card and think that that'll work. I don't know. That's what I was thinking you were doing. You're already in your photos. So then they can just start swiping through.
They can just start swiping
Mine's
through.
in my app, but that makes sense, because if your phone wouldn't work for some reason, if you had bad Wi-Fi, you'd be kind of screwed.
No, I think even with my Allstate app, you don't have to have Wi-Fi. It just is on there.
Yeah.
Like as part of your sign up, like here's the thing. So a fluorescent woman got pulled over earlier this year, and she thought it was odd when the cop asked her to unlock her phone to see the insurance card, and then took the phone back to the car and was in his patrol car for 10 minutes with her phone. 5 months later. So she got pulled over. That happened. 5 months later, FBI agents contact her and say, hey, we found a nude photo of you.
What a creep.
And it was something she'd only shared with her husband. The fluorescent cop, the FBI says, went through her phone during the traffic stop, stole the images, and then shared them with other people.
Sucks.
So now she's suing the officer. She's also suing the city of Florissant. And the lawsuit says they have reason to believe there are more photos and other cops involved and more victims. And the woman is listed under the pseudonym Jane Doe. In court filings, she told the Post-Dispatch that she found another victim on social media who described an almost identical traffic stop experience. And now she's encouraging more victims to come forward. So the Florissant Police Department, through a spokesperson, said yesterday the department is aware of the lawsuit. This police officer is no longer employed by the city. They are cooperating with the FBI. So they did detail exactly what happened during the stop, which I think is kind of interesting. So the ordeal began when it was a simple traffic stop back in February. The Florissant officer pulled her over and said her taillight was out. He asked to see her insurance card on the phone. The officer then, and this according to the lawsuit, abruptly took her phone back to his Florissant police vehicle without her consent. The officer was in the car with the phone for at least 10 minutes. During that time, it was disconnected from the car's Bluetooth, and she anxiously awaited his return. He came back, returned the phone, left without giving her a ticket. And she says, I thought it was weird at the time, but didn't really think anything again of it.
Sure.
Like, this is odd, but he didn't give me a ticket, all good. So the FBI told her that the officer scrolled through a text thread between her and her husband.
Oh, my gosh.
The only place where these pictures were.
Wow.
While he had the phone in the patrol car, he scrolled back years through her messages, looking at naked photographs of both her and the husband. The officer used his own phone to then take pictures of her phone.
Gross.
So he didn't send them to himself. He just took pictures of her pictures.
I wonder how often this is happening just elsewhere too, not just with cops, but with, anywhere you take your phone or whatever.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
with Apple Pay or something, you hand it over and they...
Or like
The Apple Store.
Somebody in the chat's talking about, people that work at phone stores and some of the dirty stuff that can be happening like this behind closed, because they take your phone back. Oh yeah, we'll fix it.
What do you mean Apple Pay? You're not handing anything for Apple Pay.
Sometimes you do.
I've not.
I've never done that.
I don't think I've ever handed my phone. You just go boop.
When Scott tries to Apple Pay, he hands his phone to the cashier at Schnucks.
And sits
That's
down
not how it works, man.
Yeah, no.
Can I get some
try to
change?
swipe it.
You got any change for this? I will say that it's, I've heard this happened in Edwardsville a few years ago when I lived there. There was a cop that was at a tanning salon that was like going up over, you know how tanning salons have those false walls?
Yeah.
They don't go all the way to the ceiling? He's like getting on a chair and taking pictures of women dressing and undressing over and got caught and had been doing it on company time with his police phone, his department-issued cell phone. The kind of stuff like, you get weirdos in every group. And it's a much easier thing when you have a position of authority like that to take advantage and not worry about getting caught. You know what I mean? Like, who's going to come arrest the cop? You're just a regular Joe in a tanning salon, no pun intended, and you're raising your phone up where people outside the thing. That's how he got caught, is a lady looked up.
Well, yeah, and if other officers were involved with this cop's phone, like, he probably, I'm assuming, showed it to other people, maybe texted those photos. Look at what I did.
I don't know how he got caught.
Yeah. Other people are involved,
I
though.
do not know. Somebody's asking how he get caught. I don't know.
Well, typically, if this guy's doing it once, he's doing it 101.
Right. Well, the woman says that she's, put it out on social media, and other people have come forward. At least one other woman has come forward saying the same thing happened to her.
Sounds like you got busted or suspected, and they did an internal investigation, and then that went up, and then they found a lot.
Yeah, because he's probably the kind of guy that goes around bragging like, yeah, dude, I get nudes all the time.
Right.
Or, hey, look at look who I pulled over,
Oh, for
and
sure.
look what I found. And I don't know if he's showing it to other police officers or what he's doing. And I don't know how he got caught. I don't know, but they're investigating the whole thing.
Good.
That's why I put my insurance card on a penis pic of my own.
Oh, yes.
I'll get them before they get me.
Let's say he even did it once, too. I mean, it's possible that he got caught by taking another person's phone and that person calling the department saying, hey, is it normal for you to take my phone back to the car? Because that's
you're all
that could have
weird.
happened.
When you're pulled over, you're all frazzled.
You just want to
take
do the right
everything.
thing. Right.
Most people are frazzled. But,
yeah, that's another thing, too, with teenage drivers, or shall I say, new drivers. A lot of people don't understand, there's a lot of different circumstances you're trying to prepare young drivers or new drivers for. And one of them is like, hey, what happens if you get in an accident, a fender bender? What happens if it happens on the highway? Where do you go? Do you know what to do? And, I ask these questions to my daughter. And as I'm asking them, I'm realizing that, like, why would she know this? She's never been told this. She's never experienced
Right. If you get pulled over, here's what you do. Here's the procedure. Here's what they're going to ask you for.
Exactly. There's a lot of different, circumstantial procedures you have to go through with new drivers, because until you're in that situation where you blow a tire or something like that, it's like, how would you know what to do or what the standard is? So you got to go over that with new drivers.
Well, and honestly, even if you take the nudes out of it, it's still a gross invasion of privacy, even if they're pulling anything off your phone. Do you know what I mean? Like, the nudes is like the ultimate vulnerable, it's the pinnacle of, like, invasion of privacy. But I'm like, even if they were just, like, pulling, even if it was just, like, because imagine a teenager. You're pulling a teenager's pics off their phone.
Right.
Yeah. Now we're in a whole new.
Yeah.
Now we're in a whole new category. Now you're doing this to a minor.
Yeah,
right? It's that's just weird, dude. It's just weird to do that.
I have nothing to hide, nothing. But don't touch my phone. You got to remember, like, that's a computer. That's like asking somebody to hand over their computer.
It's private property.
Would you be so willing to hand over your laptop if somebody you didn't know was
when it's the officials, when you comply.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, if an officer was like, I need to take your phone back to my car. What do I know? I mean, if you don't know that law, I don't know. I don't know if that's illegal to say or.
Yeah, you just want to get out of there.
Yeah, I just want to not get arrested.
Just want to get out of there.
Well, what a perfect crime for him to be like.
Warning.
How elated you are to be let off with the warning.
Sure.
Right? So it's like he
got what he needed.
What a scam. Pull you over for a busted taillight. Probably wasn't. Get your pics.
What a piece of garbage.
And then you're thanking him on the way out.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Thanks
you
for being
say
cool.
Thank you.
Yeah,
what a
safe.
cool cop. They say all cops aren't cool. That guy was cool as hell. You're on Pornhub 30 minutes later. Somebody in the chat saying they're involved in this. Wife pulled over February, speeding, did same thing, took phone to car. FBI showed up to our front door.
Dang.
Hear more about that.
That's exactly what the situation is.
Yeah,
That is
it must be the same cop.
February.
Must be the same police
In
officer.
February, same thing. Same thing.
Wow.
The whole thing is just know your rights. Mm-hmm. Know what what you should do in the situation.
And know that this one bad apple does not represent all the good folks out there that are actually, protecting and serving in the ways that we're asking them to.
To be honest, this is all I needed to hear to make me print a paper card.
Me too. Yep. 100.
Because I don't have one.
100 million.
I've been doing it on my phone.
100 million%. I read that this morning, and I will be printing out my card.
Just print a card.
Yeah.
And don't even open your phone up.
Don't even.
Because I've always been curious about that. If you get pulled over for distracted driving, like, I'd like the police to let me know about this. If they say you were on your phone, and I'm like, no, I wasn't. Can they ask to see my text to see if I was texting? Can they ask, how does that work?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Because then what if they take my phone? I want to see your phone. I want to see if you sent a text in the last 5 minutes, I know I saw you on your phone and you were texting.
Yeah, now you seem combative and argumentative.
Right.
And if you got
now you get pulled out of the car.
If you got somebody with the wrong attitude going in, now you've
escalated the situation.
Right. There's an interesting balance.
Well, they can't pull you over for that. They can't pull you over for that specifically. For distracted driving with the phone. I think there's got to be another offense.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
But then they can tack that on?
It's a secondary
like
thing.
a seatbelt thing. You don't have a picture of me not wearing a seatbelt, which, by the way, I would never be caught not wearing a seatbelt. Never.
Yeah,
but let's say you get pulled over for that. Who's to say you weren't wearing a seatbelt if they walk up and your seatbelt's on?
Right.
Right? I mean, that's a good question, Rafe. I'm wondering how you prove or pin that stuff, right? The last time I got pulled over, I was speeding. It was in a Challenger. It was not speeding excessively. I was just, normal speeding.
Challenger.
It wasn't.
I got a Challenger, for goodness sake.
Yeah, it wasn't. I should be arrested for speeding.
No, and this cat took forever, and he was talking to me. He was an older feller, and he was talking to me, and he's like, "Is this got a Hemi? Is this? Oh, it's a manual." Yeah, and I was like, sick. This
guy's going to let me go.
He's let me off, man. He's a fan of the car. Yeah, we're talking cars. We're broing, and here's a $180 ticket.
Yeah,
what the hell is that?
10 points on your
Have
license.
a good
Cool.
day.
Little sugar with your medicine is what he gave you.
No, and you know what, Rafe? You're 100% correct about, and the really effed up part of this story is that he let you off, and you probably said thank you.
Yeah.
And you told your friends how cool
Imagine
it was.
how that makes you feel.
You probably said thank you.
Thank this dude as he stole your most vulnerable moments from you.
And passed them around.
And just the violation of public trust, man.
100%.
It sucks,
And I'm sure every police officer out there is pissed.
And we all paid for it. We all, taxpayers, paid for that.
All the good cops out there should be.
That's what I'm saying. They're
super
super
pissed.
Yeah, and this isn't an all cops are bad or anything like that. I don't want anyone emailing me about that, but it's just like there's bad, it makes it so much worse to me. Like if you found out some creepo was trying to hack, some hacker was trying to hack into your phone, you're like, yeah, they're out there. But when it's, a public servant pulled you over, stopped your day, singled you out, use their position of authority, take your phone, take your nude photos, and then you thanked them on the way out.
Man, so mad.
That would stick in my cross hard.
I'd be bitter for a long, long time.
And I see a lot of people in the chat saying, "Oh, it's Fourth Amendment," and that's easy to say, and I agree with you.
What that's
legal search and seizure and all that. But that's such a blanket statement. And I've seen so many videos of people trying to pull Fourth Amendment rights, get yanked out of their car. They bring a dog.
Yeah, you escalate.
There's so many ways that escalates things so often. When you start getting standoffish about, these are my Fourth Amendment rights, I'm recording you, I'm calling my lawyer on a traffic stop. It's yes, you're not wrong, but it's what? Knowing you're right, I've seen police officers, someone just said they had a police officer tell them they had to have a paper copy. That's not true. So, there's times that, sometimes the police officers, no offense, they don't know every law.
No.
And they are going, and depending on who you get, and if they're having a bad day, man, and depending on, unfortunately, color of your skin or your social status, there's certain things you can get away with and you can't. And it's how much do you want to escalate a traffic stop?
Well, let's look at the Tyreek Hill situation from Sunday. The NFL wide receiver, star wide receiver for the Dolphins, driving to the game. He's speeding. He gets pulled over. He's being a jerk. The cops are being a jerk. Everybody is being a jerk in this situation. Everybody.
But he's face down.
They escalate it.
Yeah, he got his ass.
He's face down on the
dragged
road.
out of his $200,000 supercar.
Yeah. Let's all just be nice to each other. That's it.
I didn't see that video with audio, by the way. I just saw the video, and you
Yeah.
know, like, so when you see it with no audio, all you see is him getting pulled over, them approaching the car, him refusing to roll down the window, or not rolling down the window yet. And then they open a door and drag his ass out, and you're just like, whoa!
He wouldn't open his window all the way.
It was a whole that escalated quickly.
It escalated
Scenario.
very quickly.
Like,
he didn't
what?
open his window all the way. The cops were yelling at him. You know, they seemed like they were agitated.
Sure.
Do we know?
It was
wild.
a whole situation. Everybody was
and
not
just
acting
and
correctly.
just so you know, we've talked to NFL players about this. Those guys are so cranked, so jacked on so many things. Of course, legal, not against the sport rules, but they are cranked on the way to those games and getting ready for those
What is
games.
he? He was going 60 and 40.
Yeah,
I think that's what it was.
But you know what I mean? Like physically, that guy is ready to go hit people.
Mm-hmm.
He's ready to go be violent and aggressive and as assertive as possible in a sport where millions and millions of dollars is on the line.
Yeah, and you think with the media training they do and all that kind of stuff, how to handle the public, that he would remember that you're supposed to always say, "Do you know who I am?"
Well, by all,
And he may have. There may have been some of that.
Tyreek Hill is not he's not a hero.
No,
by,
this is a guy.
by any means.
He's not a great example of
a
that's why
stand-up citizen.
Isn't he the dude that the Chiefs kicked out too because he was so
Well, he's the
in
guy
trouble for other
that
things?
he's the guy during college that allegedly punched his pregnant girlfriend in the stomach, and that kind of went away. His 3-year-old son, you can look all this stuff up, mysteriously broke his arm.
Yeah, and then he was recorded by his wife, I believe, saying, "You should be scared of me."
Yeah, this
Don't be
is not,
scared
this
of
is
the
not
media.
a
You should
stand.
be
This is
scared of
not
me.
a stand-up.
player.
When
Like,
she
hey,
was-
you catch a ball.
Yeah, but in the scenario, and I think he even came out with his apology and said like, "Hey, I did not handle this correctly. I regret not rolling down my window, but there's no need to be throwing my ass to the concrete."
I think there's wrong on both sides.
Sure. I am
Which
sure
is
when you're
okay.
the biggest star in the city of Miami and you're driving your Lambo to the stadium, you probably feel like there's probably a little bit of "do you know who I am" energy coming off of you on game day.
Yeah.
But still, over a speeding ticket, man, that's
It was weird.
you shouldn't end up face down on the street over a speeding ticket.
But that's the
Ever.
risk. That's the risk and the fear that goes through your mind when you're like, you know, I'm gonna push back on this guy's request, knowing that it could escalate it
100%.
depending on how they're feeling or how they feel like their authority may be being challenged.
Right.
So yeah, there's a dance to be had, but you're not touching my phone. Sorry, that's not one of the steps in this dance.
And then that becomes like, extenuating or exigent circumstances where it's like, well, you became combative, which raised my suspicion, which made me want to search the vehicle. You know what I mean? Like, there's so many things that go. It'd be great if we could just be like, Fourth Amendment, you can't look at my phone. And they're like, ha, you got me.
You got me.
Right.
Hey, good
You
job.
are right, sir.
That was
I will
just a
write you a
test.
ticket, and you may be on your way.
Have
but
a great day.
it doesn't go like
day.
that.
That was just a test. You passed.
All right, well, there's that. There's that. At
You get a little sticker. You passed the Fourth Amendment test issued by the St. Peter's Police Department.
Yeah, and if you get 10 little stickers, you get a free.
you get a free sandwich.
You get a free
Subway.
warning.
Get a free ticket.
So that was out in Florissant. For me, it's a lesson. Hey, I'm going to print out my insurance card.
For sure.
I don't even want to put myself in this situation. Out in St. Charles yesterday, I know after us being at the racetrack for an hour and a half, getting back into the car, like getting back into my car after being in the go-kart was interesting. It was tough to it was tough to drive normally for about 10 to 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Especially on the racetrack known as 70. Dude, it's freaking maniacs. This is the worst. I mean, the worst example of human beings ever is the driving styles of Highway 70.
Headline:
Oh, no.
Car shot in road rage incident on 70 in St. Charles.
70.
70 in St. Charles.
Yeah.
In St. Charles?
In St. Charles, police are investigating an apparent road rage incident in St. Charles after someone shot another car on 70 Wednesday morning. According to the Missouri State Highway Patrol, the incident happened around 8:15 on westbound 70. The Highway Patrol said a driver was heading west just before Convention Center Boulevard when somebody inside a black, super sweet Dodge Journey SUV fired shots at the car. Highway Patrol said the driver was not hurt. Their car was struck twice. Both the victim and the suspect exited the highway at Convention Center Boulevard, and the suspected shooter left the area before police got there. St. Charles police said situations like this can get out of hand quickly. Oh, that wasn't out of hand already?
Wow.
I'm always afraid somebody's just going to start shooting in my car. Like yesterday from the station, I took 70 to get to the Worldwide Technology Raceway. And, you know, I'm just always on high alert. You know me, I'm paranoid as hell. And I'm driving, and I'm just thinking, like, there was a couple that was just, like, driving recklessly. I mean, I've seen plenty of drivers in St. Louis. I know how this goes. I've been insane, too, on the roads. But I was like, what is going on? Like, are they high on drugs? Did they just commit a crime? Is she in labor? Like, all of the situations went through my head as to why this car was, like, swerving so much. And I get competitive and pissed. And so I want to, like, speed up and, like, see what's going
This is
on.
when you just start
and this
breathing.
is when then I'm like, no, you can't be mean mugging everybody on the road because you are going to get shot. Like, you know, so because I get pissed off about they're swerving in and out, they're cutting truckers off. You know, there's like an old lady in a minivan.
You're of the, and I'm this way as well. This cannot stand.
I know.
Exactly right. It makes me so
The vigilante.
angry.
I know.
This
It's like,
cannot stand.
And you know what's wrong with those maniac drivers? They're skillless. Like they're not even weaving very talentedly. They awful. You're
and
right.
it was a young guy.
I get angry too.
I was like, gosh damn it. Like, stop it. You know?
Well, this is up on 70 in St. Charles. This is not the first. I mean, obviously, this is not the first road rage incident that we've talked about. But
I will push back a little on always on high alert, because last week when we were leaving the parking lot, she was behind me, and I pretended to back into her while we were waiting to get on Olive, and I was like honking my horn, and she was just singing her little heart. Didn't know I could see
I was still in the parking lot.
in the rear view mirror, and then we got on Olive, and I was sitting right next to her in traffic honking my horn, and she was just singing, and I was like...
Okay, here, we were also trying to leave the racetrack yesterday, and you made a wrong turn, and I was briding you.
I was taking a tour. Okay? I know.
You went the wrong way. You had to go through the tunnel. I'm biting you, and I'm honking.
I didn't know how to get out.
And I called you. I'm like, where are you going?
Right. Well, I wanted to see everything again. All these millionaire racers, and I want to take a look at the cars again, dude. And I got to tell you, I was checking it all out. I've never seen so many great sideburns in my life. I'll tell you that much.
She must lock that high alert in on interstates.
Yes, that's what it is.
Yeah, I'm only violent on
Parking
the
lots,
interstate.
no.
Parking lots and Olive,
no.
it's me time.
That's-
It's Lern time.
That's the sign they're missing on 70 is, hey, be on high
I
alert.
could almost hear the song she was singing. She was singing it, so...
I had no idea. you
REO
were right there.
Speedwagon?
No, she was singing Rihanna.
You know me so well.
So St. Charles police, again, I said situations like this can get out of hand quickly. We've always seen those aggressive drivers. They're speeding in and out of traffic. They're weaving. They're not using their signal. If you see those drivers, it's best to avoid those drivers because you don't know what they're capable of. And, you know, if you find yourself, this is what they say, if you find yourself in a road rage situation, get off at the closest exit. If the aggressive driver follows you, drive straight to the police station. Give police as much info as possible. We always want a vehicle make, model, and color. If you get a license plate, great. We also need to know what the driver looks like. It's important to be the de-escalator, not the aggressor.
Good to know.
Now they tell us.
The de-escalator. Yeah, now they tell us, right, Scott? You're right.
I'm
This
the
wasn't
beekeeper.
in the handbook.
Tell you.
So
I keep bees.
I keep these in my trunk.
Somebody said...
just be careful.
I don't know if this is true or not. Someone emailed in and said a different patrolman in southern Missouri got caught doing the same thing because of the screen time app on the driver's iPhone. They were able to go in. Can you look at exactly what time you're on certain apps?
I don't know.
I always thought it just kept like a cumulative time, but maybe there's a setting. I don't know.
So you can find exactly what.
He said the driver could open up screen time app and see what app was open at what time, and it was when the police had their phone in and they had their messages app and their photos app open.
All right, just got an email. My wife got pulled over in February for speeding, had all 3 kids in the car. I remember her calling me for the Allstate login for the insurance card. He took the phone back to the car, came and let her go. A few months later, she got a voicemail from an agent saying they needed to talk to her. We thought it was a scam, so we never called back. The next week, she was out front in the front yard with the kids riding their bikes, and they showed up in an unmarked car, walked up with a blown-up picture of her nude, and told us they found it on this cop's phone and that she wasn't the only one. It's an ongoing investigation.
Wow, wild. That's it.
Ooh.
That's it.
Man, sorry you had to go through that. But
Yeah, that's awful.
I don't know where you go from here, but that sucks.
Well, obviously they're handling all that. If
Why? But she's still been violated, and
investigators.
and now
well, I'm
knows
talking
that,
about justice as far as justice goes.
Yeah.
Right, I'm just saying that's
The one woman suing for $25,000. She's suing the police department and the cop for $25,000. So,
Wow.
yeah.
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 And what do?
You
Gotta
do
be on
exactly
alert,
what
man.
You do what you do. Follow the justice role. Like, get that money, girl.
You get that money.
You get that money.
You get that money. In other news, another otter attack. This has been a thing over the past couple months.
This
otters,
is a big one. Did you see this?
No.
otters attacking.
Dude,
you saw
the
this
pictures
story?
are vicious.
Oh.
Yeah, this woman
they're
got
so
pretty
cute.
messed up.
Vicious. And oh, man, I hate to say I want to see the video evidence, but like, how does one get her ass kicked this bad?
Well, it was 8 otters.
I understand, but did you see her look like a shark attack?
Well, she was bitten all over.
This
Bit her on
woman
the head?
was bleeding from head to toe.
So she was left crying in a pool of her own blood after getting savaged by a gang of otters. This happened in Malaysia. So I guess, us here in Creve Coeur, we don't got to worry about this. But the woman was jogging through a park. She was beset by 8 otters.
Wow.
And I guess out there in Malaysia, these otters entered the park looking for food. And that's when the jogger came, just, doing her thing, running. They said there is indeed a population of wild otters near the park. We also see a change in behavior because the community continues to feed them. So they come looking for food. Mm-hmm. They don't get fed. They get aggressive. Mm-hmm. And they attack. These things bit this poor woman's arms and head. Look at her.
Toe up.
Oh, my Lord.
Yeah.
No thanks.
Face, back of the neck, both arms, both legs.
But what an adorable attack.
Well, yeah. If you're going to get
I
attacked
know.
by something,
You
I
know?
want the creature to be adorable.
I mean, they are so cute.
It's like those little dinosaurs in Jurassic Park. You know when the little ones come out?
Yeah.
The little raptors.
And then they tear somebody up. You're just
Yeah.
like, God, at least you're going in a little bit happy, right?
I mean, otters, what's happening? Is this like big crocodile trying to get otters in the news because they're too adorable and, they're trying to take the heat off? Otters, they keep rocks, they have their favorite rock, and then they hold hands when they nap on their backs so they don't float away from their friends.
Well, we've had some otter attack stories over the past couple months. In 2021, a person from Singapore was hospitalized after getting attacked by a gang of ferocious otters.
Hey, man.
Bit him 26 times in 10 seconds. 26 times in 10 seconds.
Yeah, but these otters aren't showing up on your porch.
This is
With the
Singapore.
That's the
Crowbar.
next step.
They're not showing up with a crowbar and a switchblade like, pay the otter toll.
And like a cute
They
little
will.
jean
Yeah.
jacket.
They got a little bandana, God, that'd be a cute gang. What a cute gang.
Listen, that's
Little
face.
bandana, little red bandana on. He's got like a chain wallet, little otter chain wallet.
Oh,
Coming into the neighborhoods, that's phase 2. This is just phase 1.
That's adorable.
that's right.
They've got a plan.
It's a 10-step plan. We're in phase 2 now.
Well, listen, my Ring doorbell goes off. I'm like, who is here at this hour? And it's like 9 otters. Like 9 otters on my doorstep.
I don't know. That's
I'd answer the call.
They're shaking us down.
They have a shiny rock. I think it's a gift. They seem nice.
Oh, don't
You
open
open
the door.
they throw the rock and hit you right in the forehead with it.
Yeah, it's gangs of wild otters taking over neighborhoods.
God.
Somebody posted a picture of a
I would
bunch of
kinda like
otters
that.
trying to attack an orangutan, and it says, you can just beat them with wood and other things if they get too close, because this orangutan is swiping them away with a stick. I guess that's the weapon
Did
of
you hear
choice
this
against
one guy
otters.
got bit by a gang of otters 26 times in 10 seconds?
Jeez.
So you may be swinging your stick to get them away from you, but there are others.
That's why they're my spirit animals.
And so
There are others.
this does start from people trying to feed them. Is that how?
Yeah, that's what they said, though. They become aggressive because people are trying to feed them.
You know that animal.
Because people like you, Rafe, oh, look, cute, let's feed them.
I don't feed them. I want to join the tribe.
I do feed them.
Don't you remember that animal thing we were talking about? Like, there's 2 gorillas, 5 lions, 30 hawks, 100 rats, and all that kind of stuff. Throw in 20 otters.
50.
What was it? 50 rats?
No, let's just do 50 otters.
50
I'm
otters.
lobbying
you're
for
dead.
50
No
Yeah.
chance,
otters.
you're dead.
You're dead.
You're dead.
Hey, good news is, otter season's about to open.
What does that mean? They're mating?
No,
No, it means you
November
can kill
15th, you can start going and getting.
I
your
don't wanna know
otters.
about that.
Take control of this.
We have
situation.
otters around here?
Nobody kill otters, okay? Just leave them be.
There's river otters.
River otters,
They look
yeah.
like rats. They're otters without the cool tails.
Are they the same as
Wait,
the
is
Malaysian
that-
otters?
I don't think so.
Are they technically called something else? Those muskrats?
Muskrat.
Oh, is that what it is? I don't know. We always
I guess
call
they're
them
the same difference.
river otters.
River otters.
There's one that's down at my in-laws' place.
That ain't no otter.
That reminds me of Meet the Parents because that was this little code word, muskrat, when he was being bad. Jack Burns.
So they're different then. Okay, so we don't have the same
I guess
ferocious
not.
Malaysian otters here.
We have the muskrat is more ratty, but no, we do have the actual otter.
Oh, we do.
That kind of looks like
North
the
American river
freshwater
otter.
seal.
You talking about this guy? It's the same looking thing as
If you see a river otter on its back just floating down the river,
You leave it be.
damn, I want to jump in the water and float with it.
I know. You go to the aquarium downtown. Don't they have the otters there at Union Station now? Little river otter park or whatever.
I tried to get close to it. Every time it comes up, it's when I'm fishing in the morning.
But just so you know, they don't want to be around you. They don't like you.
You know,
Yeah.
he wants nothing to do with me.
They want nothing to do with you. They don't want to be your friend.
This is what it looks like right here.
Oh, it's a rodent.
Oh, they're adorable.
It's a big swimming rodent.
Those are
And they always
And they're swimming on their backs. I know. They're like hanging out. Wow. Look at those teeth, though.
When they got the babies
They
on
got
their
like
bellies.
sharp razor teeth.
When I get off work today, I'm gonna just go down a deep
Go to
rabbit
the
hole
zoo.
of looking at river otter mamas carrying their babies on their bellies, floating on their backs.
an otter hole.
Didn't you tell? Was it you that told me something happened at the zoo the other day?
Yes, a woman was assaulted by another woman. I guess a woman walked
Oh,
up.
okay. Here's the
Yeah,
story.
go on it.
You figure the zoo's a happy place.
It's free. It's lovely.
Oh, it's free. I didn't
you
know
know
about
it's
that.
free?
Our zoo is free.
I've always paid.
Dispute
what the hell?
escalates to attack at St. Louis Zoo. Suspects wanted.
Are you these people?
One woman was hurt. 2 suspects are wanted after a dispute escalated to an attack at the St. Louis Zoo over the weekend. St. Louis Police Department reports that officers responded to an assault around 3:30 p.m. Sunday involving 5 people. Investigators say one female suspect was using profanities towards a child at the zoo before the child's mother confronted her. A short time later, the suspect allegedly slapped the mom on the head.
And here comes Dad.
After that, police say the mother's husband intervened and tried to protect her by punching the alleged perpetrator. So you got a guy punching a woman, right?
Yep.
Then a second suspect, a man, grabbed the husband's shirt and attempted to punch him, but missed. At some point, investigators say the male suspect grabbed a, quote, plastic cup filled with liquid
Meanwhile,
and threw it at the head of the 9-year-old boy who was an innocent bystander.
the orangutans were like, can you guys just put these people in the
Yeah.
cages and
Yeah,
then
yes.
behind the
Feed
glass?
us.
They obviously are more wild than we are.
The animals are watching and just like, all right, free zoo.
It is
Cool.
a bummer to go to a place that's supposed to be peaceful and stuff. It's like a zoo in there.
Well, you can't be yelling profanities at kids. I understand, but you can't hit people. Someone fell down. I saw a video. It like came up in my TikTok feed. A woman that I guess was getting hit on the ground, and
The poor 9-year-old kid who was just there to see the otters.
Just wanna see a polar bear.
He's innocent and he gets nailed with a plastic cup full of whatever.
$20 lemonade. I bet.
Yeah, as I say, $12 Hawaiian punch, perhaps.
Police said the mother who confronted the suspect about profanity suffered bruises, needed medical attention at the scene. No other significant injuries were reported.
I just wanted to pet stingrays.
That is so cool.
Nice. But the zoo is free.
I really enjoy their billboard campaign they got going on 44 right now.
What's it say?
It's talking about like conservation and just it's pro animal studying and just how great it is at the zoo.
Okay,
I do
scenario.
love the zoo.
Go.
Chick punches you.
Okay.
in the face.
Yes.
You're with Tim. Can Tim punch the chick back?
No, absolutely not. And he wouldn't. He wouldn't. But I can.
If he, if he felt the need to.
Yeah.
Okay, what if...
Chick punches Mallory in the face. She goes down.
Mallory's not going down. I hate to say it, but like...
She'll pop back up if she goes down.
She is
Hypothetically.
She's an athlete,
Hypothetical.
and she will
Hypothetical.
kick your
Tina's
ass.
going down. She's on the verge of falling at all times.
Would I...
She's the most clumsy person in
Chick
the world.
punches Tina. Are you swinging back?
I would get physical. I would not swing. I would pull somebody off. You know what I mean?
I threw a couple limits.
My stance: equal rights and
Equal.
lefts.
Oh, I thought you said equal. I thought you were going to say equal rights, equal fights. You know what I'm saying?
I know a couple emailers are going to love that. About time somebody said it.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, brother.
You just activated the Hoosier Batman light.
Now you're talking James S.'s language.
And it's an otter, right?
It's just an otter. It's swamp justice.
Don't tread on me.
No, I would not swing, but I would not refrain from.
You try to de-escalate the situation.
Right. I would make sure people are not being struck again, for sure.
Yeah.
Hey.
What about
Let's
this?
just cover ourselves in oil and we could.
I would.
Tim gets swung on. He goes down. I am activated. Is that okay?
I'm sorry.
My husband gets punched out. He's now coiled up on the ground. I am the river otter.
Yeah.
I'm activated. Is
You
that
are
okay?
like those little
That's fine.
otters.
That's okay? See, these double standards are so interesting, right? The toenails, the punching.
I don't think it's okay. Because I've seen it happen in, I've been in a few bar brawls where, there's a lot of people fighting. Carbondale, obviously.
Yeah, obviously.
And I've seen girlfriends get in the middle of the fray. And, they start hitting somebody from behind with a shoe or jump on someone's back, and then the girl gets leveled.
Yeah.
And then everyone's like, "You hit a woman!" And I'm like, "Hey, man, I did not do this." But I'm like, there was a lot this was a battlefield for a second, or you go to sling someone off you and you don't know it's like a female that's jumped on your back, and then it's
she catches an elbow.
Yeah, it's like it's tough.
It is tough.
You're never in a good spot. But I'm like, if you join an active fight, you're putting yourself in harm's way, and then that's when it really escalates.
I was in an active brawl and had gotten off one of the most gnarly blows I've ever given. It was this full-on brawl. There was 8 of them. There was 5 of us. It was going heavy, and the adrenaline. My mind had just shifted from, I can't believe it got this far, surely it's over now, to, oh, this is all in. It's time to go, and I'm ready for it.
You just try to fight your way to the edge and then get away.
And all of a sudden, I was right there, and this happened, and then this guy goes down, and then as I'm about to do something else, I get a fist in the right side of from somebody to my right. And it hit me, and I was like, adrenaline, so I was like, oh, yes, I can't wait. And I turned, and I was loaded, and I was like, I was going to kill this person. And it was a woman. And I go, ah! I did. Yeah. I just screamed, and I held it like this, and I go, ah! And she yelled at me, and I yelled back, and you can't do anything. You just freeze. You just freeze. But had it been any quicker, I'd have thrown that and not known.
And for a second, you were like, hell yeah, I can take a punch.
Yeah.
And then you turned around, and it's like a grandma.
Well, it wasn't much of a punch. Yeah. but still... like you said, when the brawl is going, the adrenaline's going.
Sure.
I mean, you are just swinging. You're just shooting everything.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? You're just trying to connect.
It's not
and
a
not
good
go
look.
down.
To be fair to Lern, I do think that if you locked onto someone from behind, you could choke them out. I think once you're on, they're not getting you off. That's Southern Illinois. I know it's in there.
This woman bit me 26 times in 10 seconds.
She ripped my ears off. She ripped my ears off and choked me out.
Whatever it takes.
Yes, that particular fight did involve another rock band.
The last thing I remember before I passed out was like, you belong to Big Terry now.
Yeah.
That's all I heard.
All of a sudden, the stash just poop, it pops off out of my lip.
You about to be Big Terry's
Teen
bitch.
Wolf.
Your fangs.
He said I was Big Terry's bitch.
Yeah,
Then I passed out.
I've seen more than one text message come in that says the lady who attacked the other lady at the zoo looked like a zombie, just was definitely on some crazy drugs.
Yeah.
Oh, no, bath salts, I wonder.
That's when it gets how do you restrain without, that's the tricky part. The best part, if someone punched Tina, I'd be like, hey, who's the closest male counterpart you have?
That's good.
Because he's about to pay the ultimate toll for your behavior. That's a perfect case scenario. Is that they've got, hey man, nothing personal, but I got to punch you in the face now.
Right.
We got to even the score
for tat.
because I'm still on Tina's team. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like we're still a team.
Yeah.
So somebody got to pay.
What about you, man? Fully real scenario. Fully real.
Whoa.
And somebody just drops your wife. What do you do?
If it's another woman, I mean, God, I don't know. I would get the rage. I don't know.
Now, are kicking their legs out? Is that considered punching?
He's over here karate kid.
Like, I'm
Sweep
going
the legs.
through. I'm
Sweep
going
the
through.
I'm
my head,
sweeping the
I'm
legs.
tackling this bitch. Like for sure, this bitch is going down.
Yeah, I'm the same. I will
This
probably,
bitch is going down, and I'm holding her.
I will unfortunately not be making a wise choice. It's fight or flight. It's fight or flight kicks in that moment.
Yeah, I see my wife, the love of my life, get assaulted and accosted.
And it's also surprising.
Yeah, I'm seeing red. I don't know what's gonna happen. I'm sorry.
Same.
I get that sometimes where it just
And there's
Start
something
foaming at the
about
mouth.
that that
foaming at the mouth.
I hate to admit it, but the Southern Illinois, like that's awesome.
Yeah.
Like
I hate it about
I hate
myself,
that. Yeah, I do
but
too.
it's in
but
there.
It is, unfortunately.
That's my Italianness.
Yeah.
Anyway,
That's why you always should carry a sheet of lasagna. You know,
that's
just
right.
for
Here, would you like
emergency
some lasagna to
situations.
de-escalate the
Slap
situation?
them with that.
Man, he brought a tray of lasagna with him to the.
Chill out, lady. Try this meatball.
She said slap him with a pan of lasagna.
No, I said
It's in the car. I didn't bring it in with me.
A sheet of lasagna noodle.
Oh, I thought just bring a whole tray.
Yeah,
with me.
whatever you want.
That's in the car at all times. My emergency lasagna.
Absolutely.
That's what it is. All right, let's do this. And that's brought to us by Hot Shot Sports Bar and Grill from Freeburg, Illinois. Adam Schaefer is Adam is a loyal RizzShow listener, has attended multiple RizzShow events in the past and hopes to attend many more in the future. RizzShow makes his mornings bearable with laughs, facts, games, and all-around fun. Show is always making it feel like sitting around with friends, just chopping it up about the day and having a great time in the process. Appreciates me for always being myself. Rafe's E Memoriam segment. Moon for being the voice of reason sometimes. Lern's love of cats. And King Scott. Yep.
And King Scott.
He says he loves your, quote, golden one-liners.
Heck yeah.
Golden.
Every
oldies.
one of them.
Adam Schaefer from Freeburg is our Team Rizz member of the day. Get super sweet Team Rizz member of the day soccer jersey. Get yourself sign up 1057thepoint.com/Team Rizz. All right, after the break, we'll come back. We begin round number 2 of our Craigslist Freak of the Year competition. We'll get into crap on celebrities. I believe Craig Gass will be here. We got all sorts of stuff today. It's 7:20. It is Thursday. Traffic and weather. Moon coming at you.
Traffic is brought to you by Worldwide Technology Raceway. Experience the thrill of nitro-fueled racing at the NHRA Midwest Nationals. Come see your favorite drag racers at WWT Raceway from September 27th to the 29th. Highways are clear. Your point forecast, possible evening rain. High of 86. Right now it is 68 at the Point Studio.
Backstage at Point Fest, and this is, I gotta say, of all of the interviews that I've done, as far as the placement in conjunction with the show, this one is a little different because there's not going to be a show here tonight, but we've got Highly Suspect here to join us. So, gentlemen, hello, and I'm gonna make this probably pretty awkward for all of us.
Happy to be here. Grateful to be here.
Well, it's absolutely wonderful to see you guys again, and it has been a spell since we have heard new Highly Suspect music. All right, so I want to know when there's something new work. I mean, what do you got? There's got to be something going on. You got to have a single. You got to have a record.
June
There's gotta be
22nd.
something.
You heard it fucking here first, right here on the point.
Ooh.
June 22nd. I'm not going to give you the name of the song, though.
Okay.
But that'll be the first single.
All right, I'm going to do this, though. I will.
Fasterhouse.com, St. Louis's trusted home buyer since 2002. If you're in any sort of situation where you need to sell a house and you are just looking for the easiest way to do it, you call Faster House. They're incredible. 314-926-0660. Maybe you inherited a house. Maybe you have a house that has some termite issues or a car in the backyard under the grass. And you're just like, you know what? I don't have the time or the resources or the money to put into this thing to get it on the market and get, as much as you want for it. Plus, you got to deal with the fees and the closings and all that kind of stuff and wait 60 days or this and that. Just reach out to Faster House. First of all, you select the closing date that suits you best. And they're going to get you an incredible offer. Plus, they understand and will stand by your side so you can move into the next chapter of your life. They'll even help you with the next chapter. And, they just got 2 homes recently from a tired landlord like this. There was this couple. They were renting out houses and just having all sorts of troubles with tenants and all that kind of stuff. And it was just such a hassle. And they're like, you know what? We're done with this. Maybe you're in that situation, or maybe you know somebody that is. Faster House helped them tremendously. Again, St. Louis's trusted home buyer since 2002, A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. Call Faster House today, 314-926-0660, or start at fasterhouse.com.
All right, so way back Point Fest, we are backstage with The Urge, and we just learned a very valuable lesson. That when the microphone says mute, that means that they can't hear Steve.
It's muted. It is not working.
That is not working.
It ain't happening.
Boy, oh boy. So we found out so far that I'm sweaty. The microphones don't work. We are off to a bang upstart here, gentlemen. A bang upstart.
Get that out of the way now.
Well, I very much appreciate you guys chatting. And Bill, especially you, man. You're what did you do to the back?
Oh, Doc says I have a herniated disc. I don't know. That's
Big deal.
Oh yeah.
Out there and play.
It's gonna be. Do you remember?
Trick his way
Yeah. Do you remember
triple
16
Lindy's and
Candles?
stuff.
Yes.
Like Joan Cusack in 16 Candles. This is gonna be kind of my stage move today.
Nice. The doctor told him book some more Urge shows, and then then we'll look at it.
It might be a slightly less energetic than usual. But
You know,
I don't
one
believe
thing
it.
that I've been paying attention to that's not necessarily Urge related, your photography that you have been taking on IG is really something else, man.
nice.
If you don't follow Bill, you really should, man.
Nice.
Well, because you guys were just in San Francisco and you
Yeah.
took some beautiful shots.
we got to go tour a winery and everything was fun. Thanks,
Yeah,
man.
very good.
That's awesome.
No, it's
I
all good.
appreciate
I think that's one of the fascinating things about you guys is you're all very different individuals. And so when I hear from various members from time to time that sometimes it takes a little while for Urge business to get done, I'm not surprised by this.
If you're in the market for a new vehicle, well, you're in luck because the prices of cars and trucks, they're starting to drop, which is really, really good news for you. And if you go to mountaintopmotors.com, check out their incredible lineup. In the last couple of weeks, I've been able to drive some absolutely amazing, incredible trucks like the 2020 Ford Ranger XLT. And this thing only has 11,000 miles on it, and it's only 23 grand. And it's absolutely a stunning vehicle, great for city driving, and just truly a great truck overall. I really enjoyed driving that Ranger. Go out there and try and test drive these cars. I mean, it's absolutely an incredible opportunity because they're not going to press you into anything. It's a very easygoing, wonderful, wonderful experience. And plus, they're just the best of the best. If you want to get a Jeep and you want to upgrade some parts, you want to get new wheels, you want to get new leather seats, well, they can customize that for you. So when you drive off the lot there at Mountaintop Motor Company, you're in the exact vehicle you want, and they're going to save you a ton of money. They're absolutely the best of the best. So go to see my good buddies over at mountaintopmotors.com, mountaintopmotors.com.
Dude, this sucks. Hey, welcome back to the farm. So a couple weeks ago, a storm blew through and knocked a big ash tree down. So I got a tree that I need to kind of get rid of, or at least saw down a little bit. So, of course, I got the pro, Mark from Colonel Landscaping, with me. So, Mark, not only
Yes, sir.
do you put trees in,
Yes, sir.
but you take trees out.
Yes, sir. Full service.
So you see what we got here?
Yeah. So I think it might have been dead before it fell.
Yeah. But who knows what kind of wind blew it over? We just came down here and it was it was felled.
Yes, sir.
So we need to cut it down. We need to kind of haul it out of here. So
We'll cut it into some manageable pieces.
cut
get
it into
it up to the
manageable
road, and go
pieces
from
and
there.
then just haul it out to somewhere, a burn pile somewhere. So what should we do?
We're going to get it into small enough sections, move it in by hand. Since we're on a pretty steep slope here, we're not getting anything else down there, so it's going to take a little
elbow
hauling-
grease?
a little hauling ourselves.
How old do you think this thing is, or was?
It's 60 plus.
60 plus years old?
Oh yeah.
So I guess we should just start sawing pieces off and make them manageable sizes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, you got a fun job. All right, so Mark's gonna keep sawing. We're gonna cut that tree down into small pieces. Using the chainsaw was awesome. Dream come true. So thanks to Mark from Colonel Landscaping. I'm sure there are more projects to do around here. There's always something to do around here. See you next time on the farm. All right, we've made our way to the supposed cemetery. This is where my kids say they heard some weird stuff. The dog won't go near here. So I'm assuming this in here, something's buried or something's going on here. There's a weird kind of creepy gate, which I don't know if this is locked, but let me try to find maybe a headstone or some kind of grave marking. Listen, there's got to be a reason why there's barbed wire around this place and it's been fenced off. So, let me consult I have a ghost hunting app. Is there a ghost here? Are there any spirits in the area?
Our friends over at Schnucks, I'm always bragging about their rewards program, how cool it is, how great it is. And now it's even better because it just released new perks to make it more personalized. So they now have personal double points days, which makes earning rewards easier and faster. Just keep an eye on the rewards app for your personal double points day coupon. And once you clip it, you could use it to get double the points on your entire purchase. So instead of your usual 2% back, you're getting 4% back in Schnucks rewards to use on a future purchase. And the great thing is you get to choose when to use the coupon. Use the next time you do a big stock-up shop. So you're really getting more bang for that buck. And it's an in-app coupon, so make sure you download the Schnucks Rewards app and check on your digital coupons. That's where you're going to find this thing pop up every once in a while. So download the Schnucks Rewards app today and look out for those personal double points days. Schnucks.
We are backstage at Point Fest, and I am absolutely honored and incredibly nervous, as a matter of fact, to have the pleasure of speaking to Alice in Chains. Gentlemen, thank you so very much. It's really great to see you here today.
Why is he nervous? Is he owes money or something?
I do not. I do not.
You slept with my wife, you son of a bitch.
Oh. See, none of those kinds of things other than just your random fanboy saw you in 90s.
The program joining us, comedian and our good buddy Craig Gass.
Jump in my car, start heading down the studio, and I just caught the end of a sentence that an otter had bit someone. It was 36 bites in 10 seconds, and I thought, is this a new contest on the Rizz Show?
Well,
Yeah.
All right, it's time to play Bite Moon.
yeah, bring in the otter.
Okay, remember, the record is otter named Otto from St. Charles who bit Moon 36 times
Well,
in 10 seconds.
there's been a rash of otter attacks. I just want people to be aware and just watch out. Gangs of roving otters. They can pop up anywhere, around any corner, and they're cute as hell.
I know.
But they don't like you.
Vicious.
They hate you, and they want to bite the crap out of you. So I just want people, it's a public service announcement, Craig.
Are the attacks happening in St. Louis?
No, Malaysia.
No, this is Malaysia.
Hey, but we do have otters.
Hey, just be careful out there.
We do have an otter community.
You really got to go out of your way in St. Louis to get bit by an otter.
Yeah, but you think, they're on their back swimming down the river, how cute. Let me jump in with them. Next thing you know, you got a whole gang of them.
Mm-hmm.
That's like the bait otter. Like, I'm going to look all cute. Next thing you know, you're being
that's just a scout.
beset by 15 otters and just getting bitten.
I was going for a late night walk last night, and I'm making sure to get my steps in. and I saw a raccoon, and a friend of mine years ago ruined me on raccoons and said, man, they're very protective. They usually hang out in packs.
Nasty.
Do not mess with raccoons.
They're cool as hell, dude.
They look cool, yeah, but I have noticed that if you see a raccoon and if you look around the area, you'll see other eyes looking at you. Those are other raccoons.
Oh, yeah. Looking at you. I mean, they wear masks.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're so cute.
They are. But stay away. Stop feeding things too, Lern.
I don't. I can't help it, man. If I got
Stop
possum
feeding
and raccoon family
every
and
stray, every animal.
I can't help it. Mr. Gray was asleep on his little bed this morning. I have a stray cat that I give flea meds to and take care of, Craig. And this is Mr. Gray on my porch this morning. Wow. Adorable.
Yeah, well, you keep food
adorable.
outside, you're attracting other things into the neighborhood.
Yes, Dad, I
Bears.
know. All right.
Lions, otters.
This is such a classic male-female conversation right now. She's taking care of random animals in the neighborhood, like, hey, watch out. They'll rob your house. Those cats, once they know how to get in.
Listen, I'm just having the conversation that your neighbors won't have with you.
I know.
I'm going to move back out to the sticks one day, and I'm going to have a pet raccoon. I'm going to have all the stuff. I'm going to have the Beastmaster's life. I'm going to have ferrets. I'm going to have all kinds of crazy pets.
Heck yeah.
I'm going to be Joe Exotic.
Rafe
You know any ferret owners?
Oh yeah.
I have, not
Yeah.
not currently, but I've known people who've owned ferrets.
Yeah, it's interesting people have ferrets as pets.
The movie Along Came Polly with Jennifer Aniston and Ben Stiller. She had a ferret in that movie.
That's right.
And I don't know, she kind of made me, I love her. So I'm like, do I need to get a ferret?
Nah.
Doesn't Burton's wife have one?
I don't know.
Jeff Burton's wife?
Yeah.
Is she a ferret owner? I don't know.
Julie's never brought up a ferret.
Okay, maybe not.
I would think that Jeff
Trying to think what it
would have brought it up at some point, but
Yeah.
I could have seen Jeff owning a ferret.
Right.
For sure.
We got a buddy that has a couple ferrets and a couple rats, and I got to say, the rats are pretty freaking cool.
the ferrets not so much. Are mean.
Yeah, rats
They're
is
mean.
nice.
These ferrets are fine. I just have a thing with ferrets because an old neighbor that I used to spend a lot of time in their house had ferrets, and dude, no matter what, you're supposed to like get them de-scented or something like that. They still smell, man. Ferrets are just
musky.
they're just a really
Oh, they got
smelly
those little
animal.
glands.
And I'm not saying it in a bad way. I'm just saying like
Oh, they're saying it in
you
a bad way.
do
You
you
need to
don't
soften it.
get to have ferrets and not have your entire home smell like ferrets.
Yeah.
That's just that's the trade.
Can't get a
Rob.
ferret filter, dude.
Is there,
Oh my
is there
God.
something?
Speaking
Special
of that,
windows with ferret filters?
I just real fast on the
Speaking of ferret filters,
No, on filters. Guys, when is the last time that you took your vacuum apart and changed your filter system in it? Because I had not done that to my Shark Vac, and I had ordered parts yesterday on Amazon. Well, they came yesterday. I took out my filter. It was black. It was disgusting.
The little spongy part?
The spongy part, but then also like the air filter part that sucks in the air, like the dust and stuff that comes up. I know this isn't good morning radio, but I'm just here to say,
Correct.
change your damn filters, dude.
Correct.
It's good information.
Good
Work on your-
information, guys.
Work on your vacuums today.
Wait.
So I'll be performing with Clownvis this weekend at the Funny Bone in Westport.
Wait.
Check
say-
your filters.
Say that again, Learn. Check your filters.
Check your filters, everybody. Thank you. I'm gonna show you. And if you want to see what I'm talking about, follow me on Instagram because I posted a photo. Look at that, Craig.
I get it. I recently changed ours
Listen,
only
that's
because
how you get Legionnaire's disease.
I came home and our vacuum was taken apart on the front porch patio furniture, and I let it sit there for 2 days, and then I finally asked Tina, I go, hey, we just going to let the vacuum stay disassembled on the porch? She goes, oh, I was cleaning the filters. So I finished the job, and they were very disgusting.
Hey, just so you know, Julie Burton checking in. Absolutely no ferrets in the Burton household.
Okay, stop these rumors,
So-
Scott.
I'm
You gotta
pretty
stop
sure
spreading
she's lying
lies.
to us.
Learn, did you post that picture of that filter?
I did, Craig.
Check out that picture of that filter is it on your Instagram?
Instagram at Learn versus Radio in the stories.
It looks like something you'd see on the ground at a hoarder's house when they break in.
Yes.
It's just like a random, disgusting looking thing. That you're like, what is that?
Welcome to my house, Craig.
All right, Craig Gass is here. See him at Funny Bone, Westport, tonight, tomorrow, Saturday, and Sunday.
Yes, Clownvis opening the shows tomorrow and Sunday.
Okay.
A lot of ties to the show. King Scott did a set last time I was in town.
Yeah, Julie Burton's ferret will be opening the show.
Right
Nice.
on.
Julie Burton's ferret.
How dare you besmirch Julie in such a way?
I'm looking for a home afterwards.
She's not a ferret owner and never will
This
be a ferret owner.
smear campaign orchestrated by King Scott. We're going to nip it in the bud.
Listen, guys, we got some work to do. Craig is here. It's round 2 of the Craigslist Freak of the Year playoffs. That's right.
Oh, I love it. What great timing.
Round 2. So round 1 is already complete. These are all past champions in their respective weeks. So Lern, so these 2 ads, you'll hear 2 ads, made it past round number 1.
Can I read one as a celebrity?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Have I give him the second one so we can look over it.
Okay.
Lern will read the first one, and Craig will read the second one.
Okay.
So Lern's going to read the first one.
Is it going to be Christopher Walken?
I don't know. Surprise us.
Or
Yeah, don't tell us
I
who you're
want to
going
see
to
who
do.
it is and make a suggestion based on that if I can.
Yeah. Okay. Sure. What do you think?
All right, so Lern's going to read the first one, and then you guys will be able to vote on your favorite ad. Which ad will move on to the what will be the quarterfinal round of the Freak of the Year playoffs? I can't believe we're already talking about it.
here.
We're here. Listen, it's almost halfway through September. So you'll vote via Twitter at RizzShow Show. So here we go. This is ad number 1 of 2. Craig, pay attention.
Listening. All right.
Lern coming at you.
The Candy Factory, man for woman, 53 years old, London. I've always dreamed of being Willy Wonka. Want to tour my chocolate fudge factory? I need your help to make my dream come true. You'll be the winner of a golden ticket. You will be like the chubby child who falls into my chocolate river. Have a big bust and wear no clothes. On the tour of the factory, you will jump in my pool of fudge. It will be so exciting to see you take a big dunk. Yes, this is my personal fudge. It's sweet. I've been saving up for a while and even bought manure to help get this river filled. I cannot swim, or I'd get in the fudge too. If you're lucky, I'll clean you off with the golden waterfalls. Please send photo. Also, please no visible scars.
Okay. There you go. That is Gene Even Wilder.
Gene Even Wilder.
Gene Even Wilder. That is our
These were the first 2 that popped in my head.
That is our first ad in round number 2.
Uh-huh.
So I don't think we need to go into what's going on here. It's been discussed before. It's disgusting.
It's disgusting. Yeah.
All right, so Gene Even Wilder is our first ad today, and Craig Gass will read ad number 2.
This is ad number 2. I've shown Rafe a list of voices.
Yes, all good.
Listen, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to start as one voice.
These are the 2 people that popped in my head.
All right, and then
impression.
Rafe, at any moment, you just call out another voice, and I'll start reading another voice. I'm going to start this as Tracy Morgan. This is Let's Get Buzzed. Man for anyone, 32 years old, from Montreal. I will start as Tracy Morgan.
Loyal drone worker been looking for my queen. I'm a beekeeper and enthusiast and looking for my own queen to worship and serve. I've been obsessed with bees since childhood, and I have a farm with over 100 hives. I want to act out my ultimate fantasy and live like my insect children, man or woman, as long as you will role play my queen.
Morgan Freeman.
I want to go out into my hive fields and be desecrated by my queen. I will dress as a bee and would love if you did too, but not totally necessary if you don't want to. After all, I serve you.
Al Pacino.
I want to buzz around the fields and have you cover me in your royal jellies. We will move from hive to hive and collect honey from the combs. I'll smoke the hive and show you how I collect the sweet nectar. We'll fill the jars, and after, I'll strip naked. Cover me in raw honey as IJO for you.
Mike Lindell from My Pillow.
The bees will now be whipped into a frenzy and swarm all around us. Dominion. All around us after being smoked out of the hives, and I'll be horny and ready to die for my queen, Dominion. You'll mount me for your breeding pleasure and then use your stinger or symbolic toys I've created to sting and prod me and then devour me as the queen does to her rivals.
Close it out as Gene Simmons.
Put me out of my misery. for trying to usurp your throne as you lick the nectar from my corpse. And I get off again and again. Can't wait to serve your colony with my colon, mouth, and anything else. Go to kissonline.com.
Scene.
Boom.
All right, there you go.
Westport Funny Bone.
Well done, brother.
Hearing Gene Simmons say the word nectar as nectar.
Yeah, oh, yeah, I did. You know what? You're right. I did. I got a
that
little,
was perfect. That's what he would have done.
yeah, got a little carried away.
Your nectar. All
Thank you,
right,
Moon.
so this
Thank
is
you.
a role play, loyal drone worker. All I'm thinking is John Belushi dressed in a bee costume.
This is 100% real, right?
Oh, yeah. These are both all real. All right, so there are the two ads. You got Gene Even Wilder.
This is the guy who was always dreamed of being Willy Wonka, and you're going to go on the tour of the factory and jump in his pool of fudge. It'll be so exciting when you take a big dunk. Yes, his personal fudge.
Personal fudge,
It's
and you just heard from Buzz Allrim. Buzz Allrim was our worker bee. All right, so you got to endorse one of these to move on to the next round. Lern, we'll start with you. Who's moving on?
It's Buzz Allrim for me. I mean, how can it not be at this point? I like it. I think it's freaky. I don't want nobody jumping in no chocolate rivers.
Craig Gass?
This guy, this weirdo, this beekeeper dude, this is the guy.
Okay. Gass. Rafe Williams?
Yeah, it's Buzz.
Okay. King Scott?
Man, I feel like they're kind of equals almost, but I'm going with Gene Even Wilder. I have to.
Yeah, man, this guy's got his own personal fudge river.
Yeah, he's going to make it, and he wants you to get in and not him.
Yeah, we got a lot of scatters in the finals. We don't have a lot of. We don't have anyone else in this category that I know of that wants to put on a bee costume and be desecrated.
And it's a kids movie.
We have a guy next week that wants to be a plant.
Oh, yeah, which is one of my favorite ads.
I don't know. I'm going Gene Even Wilder. That's who my heart's telling me.
Wholeheartedly, Gene Even Wilder.
Okay.
I mean, this guy, he's turned the whole scat thing into a Willy Wonka comparison and wants you to be a chubby child who falls into his chocolate river. Get out of here.
Underscore child.
This guy wins.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, listen, it's up to you guys. Vote via Twitter at RizzShow Show. One of the ads moving on to the quarterfinals. Quarterfinals of the Craigslist Freak of the Year competition. Craig Gass is here. I think it's time to get into crap on celebrities. But first, today is September the 12th. Here's what happened on this date. September 12th. 58 years ago, 1966, the Monkees TV show premieres on NBC. Was anybody a fan?
Oh, totally.
Of course.
Totally a fan. Loved it. That opening song was so good, and then like just the silliness of the whole thing, it all hit right for me at a young age.
And here's a fun fact. Stephen Stills from Crosby, Stills, and Nash auditioned for the Monkees and was told by the casting directors they were looking for somebody just like him, but with better teeth and hair.
Ooh.
So that spot went to Peter Tork.
Whoa.
And Michael Nesmith's mother, Betty, was the inventor of liquid paper.
Mm-hmm.
Whiteout?
Yeah.
Right on.
And was rich because of it, right?
Yeah.
He goes, yeah.
49 years ago, 1975, Pink Floyd releases their 9th record, which was
Wait, what year?
1975.
Wish you were here?
Yeah, Wish You Were Here.
Wish you were here.
Even pinker.
43 years ago, 1981, the Smurfs debuted on NBC. 34 years ago, 1990, Christine McVie and Stevie Nicks both announced they will be no longer performing with Fleetwood Mac.
Damn.
A little over 2 years later, they reunited with the group to sing at President Clinton's inauguration. 31 years ago, 1993, Raymond Burr from Perry Mason and Ironside dies of kidney cancer at the age of 76. 30 years ago, 1994, Party of Five premieres. 21 years ago, 2003, Johnny Cash dies at the age of 71. Complications from diabetes.
Months after June, right? He died like 5 months after she.
Was it 5 months?
Or something like that.
It was a couple. It was a very short time.
I just remember watching that Hurt video.
I was just thinking the same thing.
Video of his cover of Nine Inch Nails' Hurt. Mm-hmm. And it's funny, you now have to explain to people that that's not a Johnny Cash song.
It is now. Even Trent has acquiesced at that point.
Oh, really?
He's like, I didn't realize when I was writing it for him.
I can't stand that song. And I've seen Nine Inch Nails so much, and they always end with it. And I'm like, gosh damn it, Trent. Like, I don't want to go out on a bad note, you know?
Oh, you were looking for a pick-me-up at the end of Nine Inch Nails?
Yeah, I went there to get. I went there to cure my depression.
No, it does. Of all the Nine Inch Nails songs, that probably is one of the more depressing ones.
It is, dude. Like, I want to go out on a banger.
Johnny Cash's version of it.
If it could get even more depressing, there it is.
There's been 2 moments in my life where I was having a really bad day, going through a really tough time, and when I turned on the radio, I just happened to hear, I hurt myself today. And I was like, no.
I was
You're like, I have to leave this room.
This is going to make everything 100
When I was
times.
back in New York, Rick Rubin came and played the video.
Yeah.
At K-Rock?
At K-Rock, to the program director, the music director, whoever was there. And there were men that were weeping.
Oh, my Lord.
Man, you pansies.
I think the Johnny Cash version is the one that makes people actually listen to the lyrics. Or actually understand, hear the lyrics. Just for the,
Sure.
I'm not saying that Nine Inch Nails fans aren't, but me, as a casual whatever, is listening to the Nine Inch Nails version and hearing Nine Inch Nails. Hearing the Trent delivery and all that. I'm not necessarily like hearing the words.
Right.
When you hear the Johnny Cash version, that's the only thing you're hearing. You're going, oh my God, what did that guy just say? Holy cow. You know what I mean?
I still have the People magazine article about
Oh, jeez.
the day he died.
Yeah. Have you guys
This
have heard
goes out to everybody who's going through a breakup.
You've heard
Enjoy the pain.
You've heard the Kermit the Frog one, right?
Yes.
That's the best one.
Mm-hmm.
I love Nine Inch Nails. I like the Nine Inch Nails version better.
Oh, you're dumb.
I love
You're
this
dumb.
version, man.
The Kermit the Frog one opens with him shooting up heroin, right? The video?
Yeah.
The which one?
The Kermit the
one?
Frog
Yeah.
video?
In between his
Shooting up-
toes because he can't find a vein in his little green arm anymore.
Oh, boy.
But when you hear the Trent one, it's a little emo. You're kind of hearing like the sad, you're hearing all the
Oh, absolutely.
other stuff first.
This is...
Oh, and the video to go along with it.
Black and
Oh,
white.
him and the wife. Oh.
Him rollerblading. That's
During 9/11.
so sad.
I got
So you like this version better.
This is right after nobody acknowledges Lern's lighting job in the studio.
I hurt myself today to see if I still feel.
It's Patrick Mahomes singing this.
Yeah.
I focus on the pain.
Oh, man, I forgot this video. Yeah, Kermit's shooting heroin.
Yes.
Dude, it's so dark.
He's got a spoon and a...
Needle tears
He's
He went literal.
tapping his arm.
He went literal with the lyrics.
the old familiar.
Oh, my God,
Dude,
I forgot about this.
So gnarly.
It's the opening scene, shooting heroin. Kermit just straight off the deep end.
I remember.
Oh, my God, I forgot.
Great.
About that. Holy...
Wow. Happy
That's
Thursday, everybody.
Now that's my favorite version.
what a hit.
Dude, there's
gives
stuff on YouTube that's crazy, man. There's a musician friend of mine who told me he plays in a band that would play at what was that Johnny Depp place where that
Viper Room?
Viper Room. This guy, he's a famous drummer, and they got this all-star band that plays at the Viper Room every week. And he goes, one night we hear that Chrissy Hines in the room, and we go, hey. Chrissy Hines in the room. Let's go up here and say, where's Chrissy? Get up here. Yeah. And then Chrissy starts walking to the stage, and my buddy goes, I'm looking at her, and I go, oh, wow, she's hammered. And she gets up on stage and starts talking in the microphone, and Dave Navarro, who's on the far end of the stage, starts talking. Chrissy Hines looks over to him and goes, I'm going to S your D right now.
Oh, my.
And I go, oh, that's crazy. He goes, no, it gets crazier. She walks over while they start a song and starts ripping his pants off and tries to do it.
Oh, really?
In front of the whole crowd. I go, that's nuts. And he goes, no, what's nuts is the video has been sitting on YouTube for 10 years and nobody's watched it.
Whoa.
It's been like 10, 15 years, and it only has about 10 to 15,000 views on it. If you Google Chrissy Hine S, Dave Navarro's D.
Way ahead of you.
It's sitting on YouTube, a video of Chrissy Hine trying to rip off Dave Navarro's pants.
Two of the biggest rock stars on the planet.
His pants were so tight they wouldn't come off.
He does wear tight pants.
It's amazing.
You know what's crazy about, you're talking about Rick Rubin. I just shared a thing yesterday. You'd be interested in this as a Petty fan. He was some interview where he said that he did a whole album with Tom Petty where all the melodies were done. No lyrics, and they went to Barnes & Noble, and he's like, those refrigerator poetry magnets you can put on your fridge. They bought every pack, and they said they took out all the filler words like 2 and 4 and, you know, and just the main words, and they put them all on a music stand. And Tom Petty just started pulling words off of it and wrote all the lyrics to an entire album off of those little...
Whoa, really? Not Wildflowers.
Magnetic poetry. It didn't say in the clip which...
What record?
It didn't say. I'll have to look that up.
Huh.
That's cool.
Just interesting. He's like, he literally wrote the entire lyrics of his album off of the Barnes & Noble magnetic poetry.
I love that behind-the-scenes stuff. All right, Lern, you ready?
Yep.
Grab on celebrities. All right, Craig Gass is here. Oh, we're going to play a game later. You're going to love it. It's going to be so much fun.
What's the name of the game?
Do it, bitch.
Am I going to get my feelings hurt? Or?
No.
Okay, all right,
No.
cool. All right.
We're not, I decided not to do the butthurt.
All right, thank you. Thank you.
I like being friends with everybody.
But you will be hurt, possibly.
We already almost fought at the race car track yesterday, so...
Whoa.
Yeah.
Do it, bitch?
Do it, bitch. I'll explain the rules later. All right, Lern.
Here we go. MTV celebrated the 40th anniversary of its Video Music Awards with plenty of look-backs at classic moments, few glimpses of what we might be seeing in the future. Eminem opened up the show with a medley of Houdini and Somebody Save Me. Here's what that sounded like.
All right.
When I started this verse, it started out lighthearted at first, but it feels like I'm talking in my confidence. Now my confidence skyrocketed, but I'm rocketing.
I thought it was even on last night.
I know, I did too. Taylor Swift was in the house, prepared to accept all of her awards. She broke the record for most VMAs won by an artist with 30 career wins, surpassing Beyonce, who previously held the record with 23. So congratulations to her. Katy Perry won the Video Vanguard Award. So she got up. Here's what it sounded like before she accepted her accolade.
All right, here's Katy Perry.
Thank you to MySpace, Warped Tour, and all the bygone places where I found a voice, identity, and a community so early on. Thank you to the friends that were there when my Jetta was repossessed. My Katy Cats!
Oh, she calls her fans Katy Cats?
Yeah. Katy Cats. She had a cat named, Catty Purry or something like that. It died. It was cute. She was on a Call Her Daddy podcast recently and learned that. LL Cool J closed out with performances with Public Enemy collaboration to mark 40 years of Def Jam Records, and it was a good time had by all. Everybody looked gorgeous.
All right, favorite MTV Video Music Award
moment.
Oh,
Man. Go ahead.
I know what year it is. It's when everybody fought. Everyone fought. Axl Rose got in a fight with Nirvana. I think Def Leppard got in a fight with The Cure. After the show, Van Halen got in a fight with each other. There's a whole evening of fights that broke out. But singular moment.
Oh, man. So what was that, 93?
Ass Man, bro. Ass Man.
With Howard?
Oh, with Howard?
Fart Man.
Fart Man.
Yeah,
He came out with his ass out.
My favorite was when Britney and Christina kissed Madonna, because it was so, I was watching it live, and it was like so crazy to see that. Like, you know, women were not kissing each other on stage like that in
I got it.
2000.
Greatest, most iconic pop culture moment was Pee Wee Herman in hiding for months.
Herman got drugs lately?
Yeah, because he got arrested, and it was this embarrassing story. He got caught in a porn theater. He got caught touching himself. And they opened up the MTV Video Music Awards with the real people. I mean, it was like a double take of like, that's not the...
That's really him.
No, it was really him.
Hey, any good jokes lately? So funny, I forgot to laugh.
Yeah.
All right, so that was 1992, the MTV Music Awards. Nirvana, feud backstage with Axl Rose.
Mm-hmm. Vince Neil, before that Video Music Awards, was in some video package where he said, Axl, I'm telling you right now, I want it anytime, any place. I'm going to fight you. For real. I want to fight you.
Well, I know the story. Axl Rose was a huge Nirvana fan. In fact, wears a Nirvana T-shirt in, I think, the Don't Cry video.
Yeah.
But the issue was on the Guns N' Roses Metallica tour, Guns N' Roses was like, hey, Nirvana, how'd you like to be the opening act? And they were like, we're cool.
Well, I think Kurt Cobain was just such an angsty,
punk.
Like angsty punk, and Guns N' Roses was corporate rock.
And at the end of their performance, Chris Novoselic throws his bass up in the air,
knocks himself out,
hits him on the face, and then I think it's Dave Grohl comes to the mic and goes, "Hi, Axl. Hi, Axl. Hi, Axl." It's like, what is going on? All these bands were fighting with each other.
There's a lot of weird moments on. Wasn't it Rage? You tried to climb the thing.
That was that was in the year 2000.
Didn't go the way they thought it was going to go.
It was really
it was
cool
just kind of weird and annoying.
It made Limp Bizkit look good because Fred goes, "Oh, I guess he's raging against the machine or something like that."
He said that was partially responsible for them not being a band anymore.
Rage
Against the Machine.
For raging.
They were raging.
Lisa Marie Presley kissing.
Oh, yeah.
Jackson.
That was wild too.
Guns N' Roses getting back together and doing Welcome to the Jungle, and Axl had the rope hair, and that was when Buckethead was in the band, and it sounded okay.
Yeah.
Well, he got out of breath. He was out of breath and winded. Axl got winded, and it was like, I just remember Jimmy Fallon going like, "Guns and effing Roses!" And then they came out. I'm like, that's not Guns N' Roses. That's Axl. That's Axl. And some guy with a yeah.
Hold on. Give me a second. Hold on. Give me a second.
Man, that's Axl Rose.
Do you know where I can rest? Do you know where comfortable footwear could be purchased? Do you know where I can have a seat? Do you know where I can sit down for a minute?
What year was that? 99?
2000. The Guns N' Roses?
Yeah.
Do you validate parking?
2001? Or?
That had to be the beginning of the end because those last 3 years there where everything was just kind of going amiss and we were only making fun of things.
Yeah.
It was just not good.
It was not a good thing.
Do you know if I can take a break for a second?
In good news, John Bon Jovi had a really interesting encounter. He was in Nashville on Tuesday, crossing the John Siegenthaler pedestrian bridge over the Cumberland River around 6 p.m. They were doing a video shoot, came upon a woman who was getting ready to jump off this bridge. He reportedly spoke to her, convinced her otherwise. There is footage of this. Very fittingly, this month is Suicide Prevention Month. So this is getting a lot of traction online, but a source close to the singer tells everyone that out of respect to this woman who is clearly having a moment of crisis, that John Bon Jovi is not going to comment on this. But his Soul Foundation routinely deals with people in crisis from hunger to homelessness and other issues. So he does have extensive training because he is very hands-on with this organization in helping people. And what an amazing moment.
Another one. Andrew Dice Clay at the 89 Music Awards when he did the
he got banned from MTV.
Yeah, but he did the nursery rhymes. I remember that airing, and the next day, every kid doing Andrew Dice Clay in school.
Yeah.
And a year or two later, David Spade with his now famous character, his snotty character, he's working the check-in desk at the backstage area for MTV. And Dice comes up and he goes, "Yeah, Dice, I'm on the list." And he goes, "Yeah, no Dice." And wouldn't let him in.
I love that Filthy Nursery Rhymes just won out over suicide prevention on this show, and that makes my heart happy.
Yeah, thanks for that.
No, I get it. That's very nice. Bon Jovi.
Oh, it is? Okay.
Thank you, Bon Jovi.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Bon Jovi. I like to think
I swear.
he walked up to the lady on the bridge and was like, "Thinking of going out in a blaze of glory, huh?" Listen, let me tell you a little story about a friend named Johnny. He used to work on the dock. He just talked her down with his own lyrics.
Listen, I'm looking at Twitter right now, and Stereo Gum, the what are they, a magazine?
Yeah, they're
whatever.
Music
it's
website.
They put out John Bon Jovi saved a woman from jumping off a Nashville bridge. Now, Donnie Fandango hates Bon Jovi with the passion of, I think
a Bills fan.
Of a Bills fan.
Okay.
Donnie Fandango just said, "I would like to officially take back every last mean word I've said about this man."
Look at that.
Wow. John Bon Jovi seems like an excellent human.
There we go.
Whoa.
Look at this.
If Donnie Fandango could say nice things about John Bon Jovi, I think there could be peace in the Middle East.
Awesome. I love to see it. Hey, guys, we talked about how one of our greatest fears, we said this a couple weeks ago, phones, like I was saying that when my husband and I are having sex, we do not have phones in the room because one of my fears is that we will go live, okay? Oh. Somehow we will be on Instagram Live and I won't realize it. And then, oh no, well, this happened to Shannon Sharp. He was getting some attention on Wednesday about how he had his phone on. He did not do this on purpose. People that were logged onto his Instagram saw that he was live and he was getting it on. Here he is talking on a podcast about what happened.
Oh, yeah. Did you hear the audio?
I did.
Which we can't play. It's just grunts and, like, you could tell what's happening.
Yeah.
And you don't see anything.
Right.
But clearly, he accidentally turned on the Instagram Live. And here is Shannon Sharp.
I called ESPN after I just got this good, tell them the truth. I said, I just got to tell them the truth. My phone wasn't hacked. It wasn't a prank. It was me being a healthy, active male. I mean, y'all thought I was bull jiving. Hey, Joe, see, I don't, man, I don't be lying,
So
because at first he said it was hacked.
Yeah, he did. He and stuck with that for less than a day, right?
A couple hours.
Okay, yeah.
And then he says, I'm embarrassed for a number of reasons. People count on Shannon to be a professional, even when I'm behind closed doors. He goes, I'm very disappointed in myself, not for the act. There are millions and billions of people of consenting age who participate in activities, but obviously very embarrassing for him and whoever he
Everybody's
was
got to stop
getting it
saying
on
their
with.
phone was hacked immediately.
I would have thought Lern was being a little crazy for a statement like that of having sex and staying away from the phones. But my phone did go live when I walked on stage at a comedy. I walked off stage, checked my Instagram, and I was like, wow, I have 400 notifications. And I had the phone in my pocket, and it went live on Instagram. I didn't even have my Instagram app open.
That's wild.
And I went live on Instagram, and I was trying out, in the early stages of trying out material, you don't want anyone filming it because it can be really effed up to see it in its early stage. And I was starting out a piece that I'm doing now about how Morgan Freeman sexually assaulted someone.
Oh.
Okay.
It's the best part of the show. It honestly,
out of context,
it's Morgan Freeman sexually assaulted someone. It's hilarious. If you come out to the Funny Bone, I'm telling you, it's about a woman who screamed
Hell of
it
a
out
plug,
at me.
Craig.
Yeah,
Hell of a plug.
I'm telling you, at the Westport Funny Bone,
Clownvis is opening up.
Clownvis will be opening up the sexual assault for Morgan Freeman. But before that, starting it out and trying to figure out how to tell the story, I went live on Instagram and had hundreds of notifications like, man, what was that? Like,
no idea how it happened?
No idea. No,
Is your phone in your pocket?
I not only butt dial people, I will I'll do butt exchanges on Cash App. Like my phone.
Whoa.
Yeah.
You got hacked, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, his ass bought a whole 8-ball of cocaine one night.
It's wild.
Yeah, that was totally unintentional out in East St. Louis.
Pharrell Williams attended the Toronto International Film Festival for a screening of his Lego biopic Piece by Piece. After the viewing, he held a question and answer session that was disrupted by a PETA protester. Here's some audio of the protester screaming during his film premiere.
Which one is this?
You'll see that there's one that says part 2.
Okay.
Not that one.
Part 1.
Part 1.
You're right.
Pharrell's collection is being condemned!
Yes, you're right. God bless you. God bless you.
So, I saw the video of this.
Yeah.
So this woman is screaming like a maniac, and he's actually giving her, at one point, an opportunity to talk.
Yeah, I love how he handled this, by the way, because I think he handled it with such class. Play part 2, because when this happens, people like make a joke or they try to make an example out of it. I really think what he did here is very different.
No, he handled this 100% perfectly.
Yes.
But the unhinged protester, who all you do is yell.
Yes.
You're trying to convey a message.
Yeah.
And the guy gives you an opportunity, but all you do is yell.
But and that's what he's played this part. I think this is so great.
That's all they were prepared for, I suppose.
And sometimes when you have plans to change things in situations, you have to get in a position of power and of influence where you can change people's minds and help progression. That is not necessarily the way to do it. And sitting in my position, when I have conversations on behalf of organizations like that, unbeknownst to them, they come out here and do themselves a disservice. But that's okay. When that change comes, everybody in this room will remember that I told you we're actually working on that. And if she would have just asked me, I would have told her. But instead, she wanted to repeat herself.
Yeah, she wanted and just yell and be a lunatic. I don't even. What was she protesting?
She's protesting that part of what he does with the Louis Vuitton collection, and I guess he's part of endorsements with Louis Vuitton. They use animals to create different parts of their fashion, and so unbeknownst to that PETA protester, Pharrell Williams is possibly talking to Louis Vuitton about maybe changing some things about how they do things because now he's part of the inside.
But if she would have stopped yelling like a unhinged lunatic,
sure.
Yeah. maybe the message. I had no idea. All I saw was what was she yelling, and then him handling it. I have no idea what she was trying to protest.
Yeah, and at least he had confronted it. That was cool. It reminded me of that. Remember when Arsenio Hall had the people protest, and he went up in the audience years ago?
Oh yeah.
And he's like, there was a gay organization like screaming at him, and he's like, "What do you want? You don't have gay guests." And he's like, he started rattling off. He's like, a lot of my guests are gay and don't want to be out of the club. You don't know any.
He flipped
out
in the middle of his monologue,
and he went
It's
off.
on YouTube. Yeah,
he
you
made
can-
good points. Like it was kind of a similar situation.
And were they
had no talking points. Once he engaged them, they didn't have any talking points. They just kept screaming, and he's like, "You don't even know what you're talking about."
And he kept rattling off where his position was and the people that he's worked with on the show, and he defended himself in real time. And
Cool.
I don't even know. Did that episode actually air that night, or I just remember it being released?
Oh, here, Moon's got it up here.
The blonde girl is so funny while they were singing. She said, "Oh my God, it was so funny, so funny." Huh? I'm sorry, I can't hear you, man. Why don't I have any gay guests on my show?
Oh, and he's walking up
I'm
into
sorry,
the crowd.
Why don't I have any gay guests on my show? Well, there are a lot of gay guests who really don't like to talk about their sexual preference, so we don't know whether they're gay or not. You know? Now, this ain't Merv. You didn't think I'd run from this, did you? This ain't Johnny. I ain't gonna run from it. I'm gonna deal with it.
This is
He's
weird.
he's up in the crowd.
Yeah, you know what's weird? I feel weird watching it again now. I feel like it's staged.
Like the guy's wearing a shirt that
Who
says
would
Queer
you
Nation.
like me to have on my show that's gay that maybe I haven't had? Who? I don't know Gus Van Sant, but I know Elton John. He's been here and he's rocked the house. Okay?
This does seem a little bit staged. When you're watching it like this?
Yeah, it does.
Why is there a camera where it was?
And
when Harvey has something I'm interested in, I'll bring him on the show.
Jerry.
Okay?
You have to play the whole thing.
I don't know. It doesn't seem staged to me.
It doesn't?
It's, no.
Oh, okay.
They're in a TV studio because there's cameras everywhere.
Yeah, but they're not all prepared for.
It's kind of weird. He immediately starts walking in, and
I mean, he goes off at the end. It doesn't feel staged. At the end, he's kind of gets a little unhinged.
He really does. He's
Okay, now
towards
he's
the end.
yelling.
He's screaming.
Huh, yeah, it's about 3 minutes in. He's back on the stage, and he's still clearly addressing them and
Thing I
yelling.
would not do is discriminate against a guest because of their sexual preference. To be honest with you, there are a lot of gay guests on this show, but it ain't none of your damn business that they're gay.
Damn, Arsenio.
Damn.
Wow.
With your long fingers.
Arsenio went off, dude. He's pointed his finger touched the guy's forehead in the back row when he put his hand in there.
Man,
long
does have
fingers.
huge hands.
Got huge hands.
Judd Apatow is going to direct Cola Wars. This is going to be a movie about the rivalry between Pepsi and Coke, and Steven Spielberg will produce it. It's set to focus on the battle for soda supremacy.
It's the
that
podcast.
kicked off in the mid-1980s as Pepsi aimed to challenge Coke's longtime dominance in the soft drink space and lost.
Oh, it's Business Wars.
Yes, Business Wars meets Air. Did you ever listen to that podcast, the Business Wars podcast?
No.
It's great.
It's incredible. It's like Coke versus Pepsi,
Nintendo versus PlayStation.
Yeah, Apple versus IBM, or whatever it is. It's really good, and I liked that Air movie. Like the brand.
Did Judd
ones.
Apatow do that one?
No. Wasn't that Matt Damon and Ben Affleck? Did
Oh,
they
that's
do
right.
Air?
Yeah, they did that.
Matt Damon.
Yeah.
And finally, this is just kind of random, but I thought we could maybe hash it out. People are having shower thoughts about how cowboy hats came to be. Do you see this? People have theories about it. I'm going to tell you a theory about cowboy hats, and you tell me what you think is true.
Did you say shower thoughts?
Shower thoughts.
Okay.
You ever have shower thoughts?
Oh, in other words, like you're just in the shower.
You're in the shower,
Yeah,
like,
just
I
thinking.
just thought.
Hey, I
pops
wonder.
in.
All right.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Theory number one, cowboys would roll up the sides so three of them could comfortably sit next to each other in a pickup truck without their hats touching.
That's not a bad theory.
Okay.
That's pretty good.
Theory,
Come on, man.
theory number two, when cowboys were roping cattle, they used to roll up the sides so the rope would knock off their hats.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Theory three, because of the shape of the wide curled brims, rain would funnel off the back and not get in their eyes. Celebrities at the time, like Buffalo Bill and Texas Jack, would roll up the brim on the sides so the audience could see more of their face while they were performing. Or theory number 5, and this is what they're calling the simplest explanation. Over time, as cowboys would continue to grab their hats to put them on and off, natural crease would form. What?
A natural even crease on either side.
On either side. Okay.
So I don't know.
All those.
I like the
seem
truck
feasible.
one with the bench seats.
I love the truck.
Can I bring up another theory before we hit?
Please.
Much like the cowboy thing, theory. So Linkin Park's got a new lead singer. And not everybody is happy about this new lead singer. If there are some excited people like, oh, cool, Linkin Park's back together.
Right.
But there are some people like, oh, I will not accept the new lead singer. Somebody online posited this theory. They said this is the first time this generation is dealing with a popular singer dying and a new singer taking their place. For example, the generation before us had to deal with Bon Scott dying and Brian Johnson coming in and taking over. My generation dealt with Lane Staley dying and a new singer,
William Duvall,
taking over. No, not even Foo Fighters, just a new singer for a band.
Okay.
This is the first time a major band for this generation is experiencing a singer dying and somebody else taking over. And there's a bit of a, does this mean I'm getting older kind of thing?
Interesting.
I didn't really think of it that way. I'm like, damn, that's kind of, that is kind of true.
We dealt with Queen, though. Adam Lambert fronting Queen.
A couple decades later, Adam Lambert jumps in.
Yeah, but this is, a matter of years. That was,
20 years.
20 years, 30 years, when did...
He died in the 90s, right?
In the 90s, and
to be fully honest, even though it's been 7 years, it doesn't feel like 7 years because 2020 was a wash. 2020, 2021, those are like 2 forgotten years where no one was doing anything.
Right.
So it's not like the band was not doing things while all these other bands were.
So it's the first time this generation is kind of feeling this lead singer of a very popular band dying and then somebody else coming in and
I like
taking over.
that it's and correct me if I'm wrong, like it's a female taking over a male lead, which is new. We haven't had that before, right? I mean, I don't think that's good or bad. That hasn't happened, right? We don't have females or males coming into a female group to front it. That's never happened.
That's new too.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I saw it online yesterday and I went, that's never thought of it that way. Yeah.
When I found out that it was a female lead singer, I actually thought it was a really cool idea that felt not as easy to criticize because it's clearly a different approach.
That's how I thought, too.
Yeah, I agree.
Somebody says the guy from Blink-182 counts. No, it doesn't count because we're talking about somebody dying.
Yeah.
Somebody actually passing away and a new singer taking over. This is the first time in this generation that's happened.
Freddie Prinze passes away years later. Carlos Mencia starts doing that material.
I guess Sublime, someone said, but that's kind of just Kid.
They're talking about
Rome.
Rome.
Yeah.
But that's cool too, though. I mean,
it is cool.
Yeah.
But it also, they didn't go out and
Sublime's
say...
kind of from the 90s,
They
too,
also
so.
didn't go out and say, hey, it's the OG Sublime, and we're back.
They call it Sublime.
Sublime with Rome. It was
with
like,
Rome.
it was... Yeah. They were definitely not going direct.
This girl is in the band, and she is...
And they're calling it Linkin Park.
They're calling it Linkin Park.
I'm still thinking about cowboy hats, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Let's think about birthdays.
What if the
here.
curves in the cowboy hats, let me posit a theory, are just like the bandanas at truck stops back in the day. The way you curve and pinch your hat lets you know the other cowboys know what you're into.
Depends on how the curve is.
I always thought it was wind resistance. Like they pinched it to keep it on their head and they curved it to be more aerodynamic because they rode fast. But now I'm thinking they might just want to let people know whether they like to get peed on or not.
Earring on the right ear or left ear?
Celebrity celebrating a birthday today. Andrew Luck is 35. Alfie Allen, that's Theon Greyjoy from Game of Thrones, is 38. Emmy Rossum is 38. Jennifer Hudson, 43. Yao Ming is 44. Jay McGraw, that's Dr. Phil's son and the creator of The Doctors, is 45. Benjamin McKenzie from Gotham is 56. Ruben Studdard, he beat Clay Aiken on American Idol.
The Velvet Teddy Bear.
And then he vanished. He's 46. 2 Chainz is 47. Busy Bone from Bone Thugs and Harmony is 58. Jennifer Nettles from Sugarland is 50. Louis C.K. is 57. Ben Folds is 58. Amy Yazbek. That is John Ritter's widow, and you may know her as she was on Wings, but she's the redheaded Maid Marian from Robin Hood Men in Tights.
Yes.
Friggin' gorgeous. Nina Blackwood is 69, one of the MTV VJ OGs. And Joe Pantoliano.
Oh,
That-
Joey Pants.
You
yes.
know Joey Pants. This guy is in everything. He was Guido the Pimp in Risky Business. He's Francis from the Goonies.
Yeah.
And he, of course, is Cypher in The Matrix. Joe Pants is 73 years old.
All right, today's porno birthday, which is being brought to you by Patricia's, where fun and fantasy meet, is Carolyn Pierce. And today's birthday girl's been in 367 fine films, including the 25 sexiest asses ever.
Damn.
Ass Everywhere 2, Big Ass Cheerleaders 1 and 2, Big Butts for Breakfast, Bubble Butt Bonanza, Fear and Loathing with Kid Vegas, I Love the Soul Pole 2, Ladies Lovin' Ladies 4, Mama's Juicy Booty, Slutty Brunettes 2, and Who Could Forget a Roll in 2010's Touch My Tushy 5. Carolyn Pierce, happy birthday. The big 5-0 today.
I like big butts.
Carolyn Pierce is 50. That's your porno birthday. Those are your crappy birthdays, and that is your crap on celebrity. So, after the break, we'll play a game. Craig Gass is here.
Westport Funny Bone.
Tonight, tomorrow.
Saturday and Sunday. Clownvis opening for me tomorrow and Sunday.
All right, the game we're going to play is Do It, Bitch. It's a great game. Unfortunately, one of us will not be able to play today, so we'll let the Great Wheel decide who the teams are going to be. So here's how it's going to work. There will be 2 teams. Each team will have a gambler and a guesser. The guessers will leave the room. I will give the gamblers a category. The gamblers will go back and forth betting on how many things the guesser will be able to name in 10 seconds in that category.
Okay.
So, for example, if I say the category is comedians, and Lern's on your team against Moon and Rafe. So I'll say, all right, how many comedians can Craig name in 10 seconds?
And I'll say 10 out of 10, and you got to do it.
Okay.
And then they'll go back and forth betting how many things their teammate will be able to get in that category in 10 seconds. If the gambler thinks the other team has overplayed their hand, they'll say, fine, do it, bitch. Do you kind of understand?
Except for the part where it's the do it, bitch.
So in other words, they can't do it. Let's say Lern said you can name 10 comedians. I think Moon can name 11. She says 12. I say I don't think you can do 12 in 10 seconds.
On the other team, you say I don't think you can do it.
Yeah, the other team calls your bluff.
Calls her bluff, and then so either I hit that many,
or you lose,
or I lose, and then what does Rafe win for that?
A point.
A point.
A point. Gotcha.
We'll play best of 5.
Okay, and it's a one point for each round.
Yes.
Right.
Okay,
we'll play best of 5. Losing team gets shot with the airsoft gun.
I'm a guest on the show.
Yeah, and you're here.
You're not a guest anymore. You're family.
You've been here. This is
When
your
you're
second
here-
time.
This
This
is
week.
your
your
second
ass
time
is
this
on the
week.
line.
Wow. All right.
All right. So,
Not cool, but
okay.
all right.
So Craig's definitely
We're
playing.
gonna win.
So Moon, the Great Wheel, please.
I can sit out if you want one comedian per do it, bitch.
No.
round.
Oh no,
No.
I tried
So-
to do that too.
By the way, I like that Lern is already assuming that we're a team. I like that. She believes in me. We're going to be a team.
care about you,
Put
Craig.
King Scott
Thank
up
you.
there
And so
and take
this is
Craig off.
okay.
Take Craig off the list and put. Okay, so Craig is playing. Who will be Craig's teammate? Let's spin the wheel and find out.
All right.
Let's go.
So it's going to be Craig and Moon.
Nerds.
All right.
You and me,
Craig and
baby.
Moon.
Lock it up.
The two,
Craig.
like, honest to God, when I walk around, like, people, like, it's indistinguishable. We're almost the same.
Yeah.
Like, people mistake me for Moon all the time.
That happens to me
And
at work.
vice versa.
All right,
Dude.
versus spin the wheel again. Versus. It looks like Rafe.
Okay.
Well, I hate to have to destroy a fellow comedian, but I got shot in the ass already once this week.
And who will be Rafe's partner?
Who's it gonna be?
Rafe's partner. It's going to be.
No, that's right.
Go.
All right.
I'm sorry,
Congrats, Scott.
Hey, I'll just hang out over here.
You can come in here.
Right.
You can come in here.
All right, so it's me and my doppelganger, like, one and the same.
Knock it in right in front of
Okay,
his face.
so Craig and Moon versus Rafe and Lern.
Team Handsome. What's
Okay,
up?
so let's
Handsome,
get
not Hanson,
four
like Chris
callers,
Hansen.
Scott. Are you guys going for Team Craig and Moon or Team Rafe, and Lern. Up for grabs. We've got, what have we got here? Oh, Cage Elephant tickets, Megadeth tickets, Falling in Reverse tickets, or tickets to go see Guar.
By the way, just when you mentioned Megadeth, I just posted the craziest picture. It's a random moment that I had backstage at a Megadeth Slayer show. Guy stopped me and said, hey, just Craig Gass, just want to say hi. I'm a big fan. My name's Kenny. And I said, hey, are you Kenny G? And he goes, yeah. I go, what the hell are you doing at a
Kenny
Slayer
G?
concert?
That's awesome.
Kenny G stopped me backstage at a Slayer Megadeth concert. And while we're talking, the guys in Megadeth walked behind us, and I heard one of them go, all right, man, are we taking off? All right, hey, let's say a prayer. And they formed a prayer circle behind me. The picture I just posted on my Instagram, I was going through some old photos, and I was like, wow, I forgot about that. On my Instagram, at Craig Gass Comedy, 2 S's, a photo of me talking to Kenny G while Megadeth is in a prayer circle behind us.
Whoa.
So much hair.
Weirdest, most random moment.
Who is Kenny G a fan of, Megadeth
Rock
or
and
Slayer,
roll.
or both?
He said his son is a huge metalhead, and I found out afterwards that his son was also getting guitar lessons from one of the guitar players in Megadeth.
Holy
That's
cow.
why he was
That's pretty
backstage at
awesome.
that show. Yeah, but at Craig Gass Comedy for the weirdest picture ever.
All right, 314-624-3833, 618-398-3833. Do it, bitch, is next.
Do it, bitch.
All right, it is 8:22. It is Thursday. Traffic and weather. Moon coming at you.
Traffic is brought to you by Worldwide Technology Raceway. Experience the thrill of nitro-fueled racing at the NHRA Midwest Nationals. Come see your favorite drag racers at WWT Raceway from September 27th to the 29th. We got delays 270 eastbound between Gravois and 40. Average speed down to about 30 miles an hour. Your point forecast, possible evening rain. High of 86. Right now it's 71 at the Point Studio.
All right, guys, it is Thursday. It's 8:23 a.m., and you have not booked your Victory Men's Health appointment. Oh, my gosh, I've been talking to you about this for over a year. It's okay. You've been busy, but I really do genuinely care about your physical well-being. And if that is involving something like optimizing your hormones or getting rid of any vitamin deficiencies you might have, or maybe there's some sexual health things that are happening and that's never happened before. And you're thinking, oh my gosh, where can I go? It's Victory Men's Health. They have 4 locations around St. Louis. Over in Illinois, you got O'Fallon, you got Town and Country here in Missouri, O'Fallon, Missouri, and the new location in Sunset Hills. It's right by a Starbucks, so not if that matters, but maybe you need to be caffeinated after you go get your blood drawn at Victory Men's Health. They want you to be living optimally, and that's what they are all about. They can correct anything that's going on with you, and things that maybe you have no idea are happening underneath your skin at a microcellular level. They will get to the bottom of it. So get online. This is your final warning for today. VictoryMen'sHealth.com.
All right, the kids are finally back at school, and man, the house is a mess. They wrecked it. They wrecked the house. They brought the outside inside, the kid up the street, there's pizza on the carpet. So it's time to get Zero Res in there. Zero Res is the healthy way to get your home feeling fresh and clean again. Even if your house doesn't look dirty, listen, you need to call Zero Res to get the dust, the dander, the bacteria, all that stuff is living and breeding in your carpet from the summer of fun. Zero Res will clean up the pizza spills, the puppy messes. They will get the yuck out of your air ducts as well. And lucky for you, you could score big this month with some great savings. Carpet, tile, rugs, upholstery, basically every surface in your home can be Zero Resified. So it's time to call the cleaning pros at Zero Res. Right now, you could get your entire home Zero Resified from St. Louis's Ultimate Carpet Cleaner and get 3 rooms of carpet clean starting at just $129 and take $75 off that air duct cleaning. Don't DIY it. Call the pros at Zero Res, 314-474-2020, or book online anytime at ZeroResSTL.com. And say you want the RizzShow special. Spelled backward or forward, it spells the same at Zero Res.
I like to save my people money, 10% when you mention me, Lern, L-E-R-N, whenever you order from sauceontheside.com. Or if you go in-house and you say, hey, Lern told me that I get 10% off, they are going to give you 10% off of your order. So maybe you're thinking about eating locally and delicious calzones for lunch. They have patios. They have, obviously, indoor places to sit, big and small tables. So maybe you got a big old meeting. You're trying to get everybody to come out and just kind of loosen up. Sauce on the Side is a perfect place to take a coworker or a best friend or somebody you're maybe meeting for a date. And they always have specials. So this special for September is the Hot Honey Bird. That is hot honey chicken, fontina cheese, house-made bacon jam, arugula, pickled jalapenos, onions, and then they baste it with that hot honey butter. And it is so good. They dropped some off last week, and it's excellent. So please, log on. There's 12 locations around St. Louis. Support them. They're local, and it's delicious calzone. SauceOnTheSide.com.
Hey, what's happening? This is Tracy Morgan. I'm a black dude. You're listening to my favorite white guy. It's the Rizzuto Show. Happy birthday, Rizz, you bitch.
I can't believe we got Tracy Morgan for that.
Amazing.
That's wild.
I get texts from time to time throughout the year of people saying, like, they're still playing your stuff on
It's on
Rizz.
rotation.
Yeah, all the different voices.
Yeah,
oh, man,
you'll
that
probably
makes
hear another one next.
That makes me feel so cool, man. And then also,
We don't have many people stop by.
No, we do. We do.
also, side note, when my dad passed away, first 4 texts that came through were 4 members of this show.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because we care. You're our buddy.
Including
Gass is here.
Burton. I think he was the first
Yeah.
one.
That's
Craig Gass is here. See him at the Westport Funny Bone tonight, tomorrow, Saturday and Sunday. Clownvis opening up tonight and Sunday.
Clownvis is opening tomorrow.
Oh, tomorrow. I'm sorry.
And Sunday, yeah.
All right, tomorrow and Sunday. Hey, let's give away some stuff.
Brought to you by Friedrich HVAC Systems. Get serious about comfort and energy savings with Friedrich. Visit Friedrich.com.
All right, we're playing Do It, Bitch. Now, once you get the hang of this.
I got an idea of it, yeah.
Okay, it's easy concept. So it's Team Craig and Moon versus Team Rafe and Lern.
Can we change the name to Handsome Twins?
Of course you can.
Handsome Twins.
Someone in the chat said Team Handsome versus Team Hoosier, and I'm okay with that.
Me too.
All right, Team Handsome.
Handsome versus Hoosier.
Handsome
Hoosier.
Hoosier.
Let me make note of that. Okay. So up for grabs here, we got Cage Elephant tickets, Megadeth tickets, Falling in Reverse tickets, and tickets to go see Guar. So you guys on the phone, who are you going to back? Mike, who you backing? Team Handsome or Team Hoosier?
Let's go Team Hoosier.
Team Hoosier for Mike.
Come on.
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
Mike, our guy.
Dan, Team Handsome or Team Hoosier?
Team Handsome.
Team Handsome.
Handsome.
Yeah, you get it.
Steve in Waterloo, Team Handsome or Team Hoosier?
Hey, I'm taking Team Sam Kennison and Moon, baby.
Yeah, this guy gets it.
What was that guy's name?
Steve.
Steve the Yeller gets.
Billy in Oakville. Billy, Team Handsome or Team Hoosier?
Hey. Let's go with Team Handsome.
Team Handsome.
Mike is our only hope.
I think this is a heck of a competition here because you guys clearly know each other far better than Craig and I know each other, but Craig's one of the fastest thinkers on earth.
Right.
So
Yeah, just remember that pressure, dude. Everyone
It's not
expects
a
you
big
to
deal.
do well. Everyone expects you to crush this
That's
game.
right.
And if you don't, you've let the entire St. Louis listening area down.
Who's
do
gonna
not let
be-
him get in your head. This is part of the game. He's
Who-
trash
Well,
talking.
I already got shot in
For
the ass
Team
once this
Handsome,
week.
who's going to be your first gambler? Who's going to be your first guesser?
I shall gamble first.
All right. Moon will gamble first.
I shall guess.
So Rafe will gamble first for Team Hoosier. So let's get the guessers out of the room.
All right.
We'll get them in the hallway.
Hey, you're awesome and strong and beautiful, and we are best friends.
Thank you.
That was nice of her to say to
I will
Moon.
give,
Rafe. Aim high.
I will give the gamblers the first category. And the first category is, ladies and gentlemen, languages.
Languages. Okay.
How many languages?
Here's what's interesting.
What?
This is interesting, but I feel like both teams are at a disadvantage.
Why is that?
Because I don't know how to bet Craig either. I don't know if you know what I mean. I know you guys. I kind of know your strengths and weaknesses a little bit. I don't know Craig that well. I know he's got a quick mind. I don't know what he knows about.
Well, I'm going to start
Good
with
call.
Rafe.
Languages. Learn, can, name. Now we're just talking like
English,
Spanish,
Pig
Canadian.
Latin.
French, German.
Let me think about
How many
this.
languages can Learn name in 10 seconds?
English, Spanish, German, French. 6.
6. Can Craig do 7?
Do it, bitch.
Damn.
6.
Whoa. Not biting on the first
is-
bluff. All right.
6 is the number. All right, let's bring.
Scott's laughing. I can't believe Scott just goes, oh.
Damn.
Oh, man.
All right.
Damn.
The guessers are coming back into the room.
Okay.
Learn and Craig Gass.
Oh.
Hey.
All right. So who's it going to be? Who is going to have to do something in 10 seconds? It's going to be Learn.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. So Learn.
Let's show him how it's
The
done.
number is
Clear your mind.
6.
Clear your mind.
Done.
So in 10 seconds, Learn
Yeah.
Elwell. For a point for Team Hoosier. I need you to name 6 languages.
Spanish, Italian, German, English, French, and Portuguese.
At the buzzer.
Holy
Buzzer. At
Hell
the
yes,
buzzer.
baby.
Craig, do you think you could have got 7?
Whoa.
I don't know. I mean, when she started going, I was like, well, I mean, listen, I'm new to this.
Right.
Just keep in mind, the disadvantage is you guys have played this before, right?
Yeah.
Every
That's number
week.
1. Number 2, you all know each other.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know
yeah.
what each other's wheelhouse
Oh, yeah.
is.
Well,
Right.
we
This is
talked-
tough.
That's the hard thing about you is we don't know your wheelhouses.
Right.
I don't know what you know about foreign language.
Okay.
And you're a world
Listen,
traveler.
I tried to cater this to be general. Like, I'm not going to ask him name 10 St. Louis high schools.
Sure.
Or name as many St. Louis high schools.
Hey, well
Good job.
done, man. Half a second to
great
go.
question. That was
and
crazy.
I was
pulls out.
going through Europe.
Moon, you're not supposed
what's
to
funny is I go-
compliment the other team.
Dude, that was
I
great.
said there's going to be a stall out at 4 because that's where I stalled out. But she'll push through it.
Well, you got it. All right.
She did it.
And
No Asian country. I was like Chinese, Japanese. I'm like, my mind didn't go there, and I don't know why.
Yeah.
by the way, we're Team Handsome people, not known for being bright. So
True that.
don't.
Yeah,
you
no.
know.
Okay. Yep.
All right. So don't.
Stereotype is true.
Yeah.
All
man.
right.
Let's see
So
how
far,
this
Mike.
goes.
All right,
Looking
Moon,
good for
get
Mike.
out.
I go outside.
Get out. Rafe, get out.
Wow. So I don't guess anything. I just went outside for.
No, now we will wager.
Now you will gamble.
Yes.
Now we'll gamble.
Now you will gamble.
Okay.
Hey, listen, there was a chance
Okay.
that Moon took a
It was
chance
close.
on you.
Okay. All right.
So basically, how it worked was I said, Rafe, how many can Learn name in 10 seconds? He said 6. I said to Moon, can Craig do 7? Oh. And Moon said, nope, do it, bitch.
Whoa. Okay.
Yeah, and see that part of this game is like you hear how people think of you as well. So.
Oh,
Okay,
wow.
so
Yeah.
the next category is states in the Midwest. So Midwest states. According to the U.S. Census Bureau, there are 12 Midwest states.
Okay.
There's Illinois, Indiana, Iowa, Kansas, Michigan, Minnesota, Missouri, Nebraska, North Dakota, Ohio, South Dakota, and Wisconsin. Those are the 12 Midwest states according to the U.S. Census.
So those are the only ones that will count.
Yes.
Those are the only ones that will count. So I will start with, I started with Rafe last time.
Yes.
Okay, so I'll start with Craig. In 10 seconds, how many Midwest states can Moon rattle off?
6.
6.
Yeah.
Can Rafe do 7?
Yes.
Oh.
They both travel for tours.
I
so-
know. I was thinking the same thing.
Now, do you think so? The number 7.
Yeah.
Do you think Moon could do 8, or has Lern overplayed it?
I think Learn's overplayed. Do it, bitch.
Okay.
Okay.
Nice.
There we go.
So the number is 7. Okay, here we go. Bring it in.
Here we go.
Team
Bring it
Handsome, dude.
And the guessers. All right.
Tom Cruise, Brad Pitt just chilling out, man. How cool is this that we're together? Right
We're all
now?
together.
This is
that's
so
nice.
cool.
It's kind of cool.
Okay, so
Two handsome
Team
guys.
By Tom
Hoosier-
Cruise, he means the Tom Cruise that owns hover-round scooters, not
Of course.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. Heck of a driver.
It's with a K.
Cruze. Tom Cruise.
How mad is that guy?
God.
He's the
Team Hoosier up by 1.
Okay.
And Rafe Williams, you are up.
You got it.
I had a feeling Craig was staring a hole in me. He tipped his hand.
The number is 7. The number is 7.
All right.
Oh, this is going to be good.
Now I need you to name 7 and 10 seconds. According to the U.S. Census Bureau, I need you to name at least 7.
Don't think about that.
7 Midwest states.
Missouri, Illinois, Minnesota, Michigan, Nebraska, Iowa, Arkansas, Kansas, Ohio.
You got it.
Minnesota
You
counts?
got it. Yep.
Wow.
Minnesota does count.
Flawless.
Arkansas did not count, but you did pull it out with Kansas.
Nice work, my man.
According to the U.S. Census Bureau, the 12 Midwest states are Illinois, Indiana, Iowa, Kansas, Michigan, Minnesota, Missouri, Nebraska, North Dakota, Ohio, South Dakota, and Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Way to go.
Impressive.
What did you see?
By the way, there's a thought behind that,
Saw the map.
which is that I know Moon is going to know because he travels a lot, but the difference is Rafe mostly would know these states by driving them himself.
For gigs. That's what I was doing in my head. I was like, where
Moon
have I
was-
driven?
Moon, traveled the country
In a van, I'm sure.
in a van.
Sure. But at some point, it's a bus.
You know what else was happening in my head? Accents. I was thinking about Midwest accents.
Yeah.
Minnesota,
That's a good way to do it.
Michigan,
Hey, Minnesota does
Illinois.
count. You said it didn't? It does.
No, Arkansas did not count.
Oh, Arkansas.
He said Arkansas.
Is that
he did say
south?
Minnesota. Yes.
Okay.
Arkansas is not considered a Midwest state. All right. Guessers out.
All right.
I'm getting pissed.
Team Hoosier up by 2.
All right. All right.
bring it.
This is crazy.
All right. I want another comedian's ass to get shot this week besides mine.
Yeah, this is a tough game for a newcomer.
Yeah, this is a tough game.
This is pretty fun.
All right, I'm
tough
trying to
game
keep the
for us.
categories pretty general. The next category is fast food chains. Fast food chain restaurants. Fast food chain restaurants.
Are we defining fast food with drive-through window? For instance, will we take Chipotle? Will we take
Subway.
Yes.
Subway?
Domino's.
Will we take pizza places? We got to agree upon it.
I'd say yes.
You think I don't think pizza's fast food, but if you guys agree on pizza, fine.
Well,
I don't either. But
Yeah, I guess not, because it does take a while to get it made.
I don't consider pizza fast food, so
unless it's like Little Caesars.
Okay.
But
I mean,
then
there's,
we're
yeah,
splitting
there's Little
hairs a
Caesars,
little
there's
bit.
Pizza Hut. Do we count those two?
Oh, the walk-ins. There's ones that you just get the slice.
Yeah, do we count those two, but not the others?
That's pretty
is
fast.
pizza fast food?
Pizza is fast food in New York. I mean, that's where.
Yes, pizza can be considered fast food.
Okay.
I know what you're saying. There's definitely a distinction between
Because
the,
Sbarro's
Right.
would definitely be fast food. You just walk in, grab
and
a
everything
slice
in
and
New
wrap.
York. Yeah, it's all sliced.
I consider fast food something you can get in your car. You know what I mean? Like fast food. It's like
Pizza,
if you gotta walk into
Domino's.
a mall and go to a Sbarro.
Pizza Hut, Domino's,
Not that
Papa
fast.
John's.
You could drive
Pizza Hut,
it, yeah.
Domino's, Papa John's are among other chains listed alongside McDonald's, Wendy's, and KFC.
That's a good point.
so-
Papa John's does have a drive-through.
Okay, so let's
they have sandwiches now.
Those
Let's
pizza
consider the big
places
ones.
are considered fast food.
They have to have standalone buildings.
Okay, and I
No
was,
Sbarros, no pasta houses. Right?
I think Sbarro's is fast food.
All right,
Sbarro,
for
yes,
sure. All right,
pasta
but we're
house, no.
counting
No.
pizza.
yeah,
Fine.
yeah.
Okay, so Rafe, in 10 seconds, how many fast food restaurants can Craig Gass name?
Well, I'm not guessing for Craig.
He's
so
going for
I
Oh, I'm sorry, Lern.
will
Sorry.
say Lern.
I said, it's a comic thing.
I get it.
Lern.
I get it. Well, I have to think about how many Craig can do. It's important. Oh, I think. Man.
You're up by
6.
2. 6.
Craig can easily do 7.
8.
Can Craig do 9?
You know what? I've never seen Craig sweat like he's been sweating these last few minutes. I don't think he really is stoked on what's happening right now. And I think if you guys are going to win this, you really need to win this.
Fair enough. Do it.
Do
then.
it, bitch.
I think that's a very wise move. Let them
Do you?
do
Let
it.
them, yeah. You win it. I don't want to lose it. You win it.
Okay. You didn't bet on your partner to pull you out of
there was some. We had to finesse this a little bit.
Okay.
I saw Rafe pointing, like,
Yeah.
doing this.
Just a little referee.
And remember,
tough
Team
one.
Hoosier up by 2 in a best-of-5 series.
Could sweep. Could sweep.
Team Handsome still popular.
Team Handsome, take a break because Team Hoosier's going to have to earn their win.
Okay.
Lern, you
Hey.
are up.
Okay.
Guillotine time.
Let's go. Hey.
He didn't bet on Craig. He didn't believe in Craig. I believed in you. Let's finish this
I
on
feel,
Do it,
I
bitch.
feel
Let's-
your
here we go.
soul
Number
friendship in my brain.
is 8. The number is 8. Lern.
Go.
Did you pick me for 7, Moon? And then he went to 8? Yeah?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, man, you know what's cool is Moon, in true handsome team spirit, he just didn't
Smiled
say
about it.
anything. He
Like
just
a-
gay me smoky eyes. Like, what's up, bro?
Okay,
I
smiling
learned.
to try
I
to
need
get
you
you
So
to
sweet.
name 8.
And try not to stare in Moon's smoky eyes.
Stop trying to cheat. You're getting your ass shot today.
So handsome.
I need
And it's
you.
going to happen right after
Look
she
at
drops
how
the
he-
All right,
guillotine
stop
on you
talking.
guys.
Both of you.
If you talk, you cheat. It's
Learn. I need 8 in 10 seconds. Fast food restaurants.
McDonald's, Hardee's, Subway, Pizza Hut, Domino's Pizza, Little Caesars, Raising Cane's, and
Yes! Wow. Yes! You missed out by 1.
And she and she said all the pizzas.
All the pizza places.
All the
Once
pizzas.
pizza
The
places
argument
were in
was
play,
pizza.
I thought she'd dunk
The
on you
argument
guys.
was is
Fast food.
Taco Bell. We just need a Taco Bell.
Whoa.
the argument
over.
was do pizza chains count? And we said they
that's
do.
what I buy all the time.
Whoa.
Filet-O-fish and pizzas.
I thought you were about
Dude,
to
Team
dunk
Handsome gets
hard.
a point.
Wow.
The
All right.
2 categories I could have killed on was fast food and things you cut cocaine with. I can't believe.
Well, dude, here's the thing.
that is like my 2 categories.
That's the one thing I know as a comic. I was like, I got to run this up because every comic knows every regional fast food.
Would you have been
chains
able to
were
do
broke.
9, Craig?
I think I could have. Yeah, I think I could have.
Okay.
9 is a lot.
Out.
All right.
Easy.
Whoa.
2-2. 2 to
Team
1.
Hoosier 2. Team Handsome 1.
Wow.
The next category is NFL teams.
Oh. Okay.
NFL teams. How many NFL teams can your teammate name in 10 seconds? We'll start with Team Handsome. How many can Moon name in 10 seconds?
Okay, now let me just ask. If I give you a number and then Lern takes it up a notch, I can then take it up a notch from there,
Yes.
right? Okay.
And is it current teams or can it be throughout history?
Current.
Okay.
I'm going to say 6.
6.
Rafe could do 7 easily.
Can Moon do 8?
I'm going to say 8.
Can Rafe do 9?
Yes.
Now I'm gonna say if they say a city, I'm gonna
Just teams.
Just team names.
Okay.
Can Rafe do 9?
She
Yeah.
said yes.
That's yes.
Do it, bitch.
Can Moon do 10?
Do it, bitch.
Do it, bitch.
Do a bitch. All right, let's go.
Okay, the number is 9.
NFL season's on, boys.
Okay. Need you all to pay attention because this is gonna go quick.
This is going to be nuts.
We're getting nuts, guys. We're getting nuts.
Hey, I
You know
love
what?
you, and you're incredible.
I knew things
Taco
were good.
John's.
I think Lern's throwing us off here
I was
by,
just thinking
by
about
saying
Taco
that.
John's in the hallway.
I knew things were good, and we had a chance when Rafe said you're getting shot today.
The
and that's
number
the jinx. He jinxed
is
himself. We got a point.
9.
Oh my
geez Louise.
The
freaking
number
gosh!
is 9.
It better not be me.
So Lauren, if you wanna switch spots with Moon. Nope, just kidding. It's
Oh
Rafe.
my god!
hey,
We're up 2-1.
I believe in you.
I believed in you.
I believed.
Dude, say Taco John's.
I believed.
Okay, just so you know, I need the
Damn. All right, let's go.
okay, just so you know, it's in this category. It's current, and I don't want the city. I need the name.
Oh, so many stipulations already.
Okay, here we go.
That's a hint.
No, it's
Go, come on,
current.
go! Don't let him think.
Here we
Hold
go.
on, it's current and what?
We already know.
Cities.
No cities.
Come on,
Okay.
No cities.
give it to him.
Okay.
I need in 10 seconds at least 9 NFL team names.
Chiefs, Jaguars, Patriots, Raiders, Broncos, Seahawks, Buccaneers, Cowboys, I'm there, right? That's 9.
That's 8.
8. Oh!
We are so handsome.
Yo, when you
Dude,
do the
it's like,
stipulations,
I
you gotta
lost
go
count.
faster. You
I
gotta-
walk down the street, people are
No,
like, what's
I
up,
haven't.
Moon?
So
I'm like, I'm
good.
just Craig
No.
Gass, dude.
Listen,
Bad
it's
bitch.
2 to
Just
2.
Craig Gass, dude.
It's
I'm not
2 to
Moon,
2.
But I
we'll
get
take
it.
a break.
What?
We'll finish it
Oh
on the
my
other side.
gosh.
So handsome.
Our blood pressure, this is not good.
Tell me about it, dude. 129.
That's a comeback, dude. That's a
All
comeback.
right, 8:51.
From the abyss.
Thursday,
9.
traffic and weather. Moon coming at you.
At
Traffic
8.
brought to you by Worldwide
2
Technology Raceway.
stipulations.
Experience the thrill of nitro-fueled racing at the NHRA Midwest Nationals. Come
Do
see your
it, bitch!
favorite drag racers at
into
WWG Raceway from September 27th to September 29th.
Say it to my face, bitch!
We have delays 44 eastbound between 141 and Rudder Road. Average speed down to about 15 miles an hour.
Slow down, bitch!
Your point forecast, possible evening rain, high of 86. Right now it's 69 at the Point Studio.
That's sexy, bitch.
All right, hey, exciting news from the world of finance, and talking to my buddy Kevin Putney. You know, we were talking about this last week. The Fed is hinting at potential interest rate cuts for the first time in years. So this is a great opportunity if you own a home to refinance, and this is a great opportunity if you're looking to buy a home to secure your dream home with more affordable financing. So the refinance thing. Listen, Kevin makes the whole process simple and painless. Lower your monthly payments or even shorten your loan term. A couple years ago, my wife and I refinanced our house, and we took our 30-year loan down to a 15. So I'm going to pay off my house early. And again, if you want to buy a new home with interest rates the way they are, just wait a week or two. Secure your dream home with that more affordable financing. And in fact, maybe you should call Kevin today. So what Kevin will do is he'll track rate changes and help you get into everything at the exact right moment. Kevin is great. He's that good. And he's local. Kevin Putney, 314-862-0123, online at 123mortgage.com. Kevin Putney, equalizing opportunity. All loans subject to underwriting approval. Restrictions apply. Call for details. Cross Country Mortgage LLC, NMLS 3029, NMLSconsumeraccess.org, 123mortgage.com, 314-862-0123.
As you know, owning a home, there's a lot more than just your house payment that goes into your home. I mean, you spend your weekends working to fix up the yard. Like me, I'm about ready to redo the driveway and have to repave that bad boy. And those repairs are not cheap. They can drain your bank account, and with your equity locked up, you just feel like you can't do anything. I mean, you have a home and want to stay, but it's a constant uphill battle. Well, I got some great news for you. If you could sell your home right now, reclaim your weekends, and not have to move, what would you do? Well, you can with Truehold's Sell and Stay program. Truehold will buy your home right now while the market is high, and you can bank that equity in cash and stay in your home with a great lease. Plus, you won't have to worry about property taxes or insurance, or my favorite, the upkeep anymore. Truehold unlocks your wealth without uprooting your life. Join the thousands who've secured their retirement, they've paid off bills, and fulfilled their dreams. Get an offer right now while the market is hot. Call 1-855-300-9993 or visit Truehold.com to cash out your home's value without moving. That's Truehold.com.
You know, I just want to get up in the morning and be at my best. I want to be going all cylinders, be 100%. But as we get older, fellas, you know, things happen. Hormones get all weird. Testosterone levels go down. And we're not feeling as sweet as we once did. But fellas, don't give up. There's a place for us. A men's specific clinic called Mentality. Mentality in Chesterfield and Mentality in South County. You may be feeling the way you feel because of your testosterone levels. Your workouts aren't great anymore. You're in a bad mood. You're not sleeping well. You're not the same man you were in the bedroom as you once were. You used to be a stallion, and now, wah, wah. These could be your testosterone levels. So go to Mentality and get yourself checked out. Or maybe it's a vitamin deficiency. You're not going to know until they do a blood draw and test to see what's going on inside you. And they'll try to work with your insurance, too. So, fellas, testosterone treatment made simple with Mentality. MentalityHealth.com, MentalityHealth.com.
Hey, this is TJ Miller from the Emoji Movie, the star of the Emoji Movie, and you're listening to the Rizzuto Show. Happy birthday, Rizz!
All right, welcome back to the program. It's time for the thrilling conclusion of Do It, Bitch.
It's thrilling.
You know, during that commercial break, I feel the tension.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know why.
I feel it.
I
And
actually
nobody wants to get shot.
I feel like the tension has remained, but our blood pressures have gone down a little.
Hey, I do want to say this is the
Chilled out a
first time
little
I've ever been a part of this that I don't feel any tension or anything.
And you know what, Scott? I was defending you because they want to
Yeah.
put you on the wheel to be shot, too, along with the host.
I changed my mind on that, though. I did say that it's unfair, but then I realized, oh, you were the one that lucked out on the original wheel spin and got left out, so I think that exempts you.
And
Right?
I second that.
Well, you want to be put on the wheel to get shot?
I don't think you should be.
Okay, I was to say.
No, I don't think you should
I
get
said
shot.
no.
Yeah.
I did
I didn't do
originally.
the work.
Listen, it's Team Handsome, which is Craig and Moon, versus Team Hoosier, Rafe and Lern.
Rafe is taunting me. Like, not verbally. He's
What did he draw for you?
He drew I put it on my Instagram that it just he's taunting me.
Don't let him get you.
He's low key taunting me. I'm just sitting here
making art, and
I'm looking at my doppelganger, you know, and then he taps me on the shoulder and he points down, and he made a drawing for me.
What'd you draw?
Just like somebody giving the middle finger that says, Craig, you're going down, bitch. Which isn't. How do you even know that's directed
Look
at
at
you?
this middle
dude?
finger. It's a roided out hand,
How do
and
you
now
even know?
Oh, my God.
That's a raccoon hand because you were talking trash on raccoons earlier.
Yeah,
in the
dude,
live.
double burn.
It's great. Honestly, that's perfect. That's exactly what we needed because they were up 2-0 until he started talking trash.
Okay, listen, I
Don't
need
you talk to
I
him
was
like
talking
that.
trash.
Lern and Craig to leave the room.
Pointing out facts.
Rafe's artwork is now in my stories, and I tagged you guys.
Oh, thanks, Craig.
That's so cool. I'll
I need
retweet.
Lern and Craig to get out of the room.
Okay, I'm sorry.
For the final round here.
This is it. This is where it all goes
This
down.
is where it all goes down.
Hey, don't let him talk to you like that. Okay.
You just think about Taco Bell while you're in the hallway.
All right, guys, the final category for today's Do It Bitch, Team Handsome versus Team Hoosier, is something they're both very much into, music. Music genres. Musical genres is our final category. I'm looking for rock, pop, jazz, electronic, country, rhythm and blues, hip-hop,
Polka.
heavy metal, dance music, alternative rock.
Can someone say metal, death metal, black metal, heavy? You know,
Oh, yeah.
like what are the subgenre qualifications here?
I will accept death metal, and I will accept heavy metal.
Is Peruvian flute music?
You know what I'm saying? Like we could get lost in the weeds here with some subgenres.
No, I will accept that. I will accept some subgenres.
Like if somebody says pop and
Because
then
everything
says
is subs. You can say rock,
right, but I'm saying if somebody says pop and then says synth pop and then says K-pop.
pop, and yes, 100%.
Okay, great.
Whoa.
You're taking those.
I will take those.
Okay.
I will take those. So we will begin with Moon. In 10 seconds, how many music genres will Craig Gass be able to name?
8.
Whoa, we've been starting with me this whole time. Why is it switching now?
Because it's been starting with you this whole time.
But he did
2 rounds
Craig
in a row
last time.
started with me.
I think Craig
That's a
was.
huge disadvantage for us. All right.
I'm sorry, wait, it's a huge disadvantage if you're
Yeah,
not
you get first bid. You guys got first bid on the last one. Who bid first last time when they were in here?
Is he right? Okay.
Are you going to argue with the host every time? I thought
no,
we'd
I'm
always
just
do
saying
that.
I've bid.
No, I think it was-
I have
Keep me
had
honest.
to bid
Keep me
first.
honest.
It was Craig.
Keep me honest. Did
Craig.
Did
Yeah.
Craig bid last
Yes.
last time? Okay. So I'm sorry. I will have to defer to
So because there's 5 rounds and we've gone all the way, he's now he's the deferred home team?
just.
I'm just asking. Is that how it's going?
I was going back and forth.
Yeah, usually you do kind of switch it on the
I was
teams as well.
going back and forth each time there was a.
Okay, fine. Now that he's already heard one of my answers, and now you're going to change it, go ahead.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, think about it, dude.
I let him in first. I don't care.
No, think about it. He's
9.
heard my answer, but no, you argued.
9.
You argued and you got
9.
All right, sassy pants, do it, bitch.
Oh, get her in here. Let's get
No,
shot.
you don't get to do that.
Let's get shot.
You don't get to do that.
Let's get shot under protest.
God, just bitches, all of you.
Yeah,
Oh, I
all
don't
he
care.
is. Well, I'm over here. I did what you asked me to,
All he
host.
All of you. You couldn't just do it and just leave it alone.
Are you looking at me?
I'm looking at you.
You can't be looking at me.
You can't just leave it alone.
Somehow he gets a pass every time.
Oh,
with
he's
this
a
crap.
bitch too.
No, I'm sitting here like I already had a
Always
strategy.
pass.
I go, I'm going to be
You're
in
hitting
first.
them out in one direction.
He doesn't get.
Here's the thing. I'm in my head over here like I know I'm bidding first. I had a plan. You just threw me off. I had a plan to try to drive
Best
the
laid
bid up.
plans.
But knowing how he does the game, he never stays on the same one. It never goes.
I forget sometimes.
All right.
It never goes every round.
I just
to the
try to
same
be fair. I'm
person.
trying to be fair here.
Okay.
Dad's trying to be fair.
So it's 9.
I haven't been in here. Listeners will let me know which team is getting the most bids.
Oh my God! Don't leave it up to them. They don't know anything.
Yes, please don't email me. I'm just kidding. It's fine.
They don't know anything.
The die has been cast.
So Lern 9 or Craig 8.
Has Craig done it yet?
No.
I feel like we got to let the guests do it.
And now we're going back. Didn't he already scream the number 9? Oh my God! Pass.
I didn't call the other team in yet.
Exactly. He said a number. I said, "Do it, bitch." But we're still in here.
What? You didn't say do it, bitch.
I did say.
Oh, you
do
did say
it,
do it,
bitch.
bitch. He did say do it, bitch. Okay, you're
Whatever, man.
Oh,
Dealer's
my God.
And
choice.
now he's gonna whatever you.
Oh my
How
God.
do you let
Choice.
this
I
dude
don't
pressure you
care.
into this
We
stuff?
win either way. I don't think Craig can do 8, and I do think Craig, or I think Lern can do 9. Just bring it in. Let's get shot in the ass. And
You
let's
know,
get on with
I
our day.
shouldn't have taken a break. We should have just gone right to it.
How is this?
I tried to do it
Go
for
back and listen to what just happened. The dude's
You know what?
changed his number. He's put pressure on you twice. Stopped you from doing what you're supposed to be doing
Okay,
twice.
I
Go
didn't
back and
realize you
listen
said do
to
it,
the
bitch.
first 2 times I was in the room, and we bid first both times, which made me feel like we were doing I bid first and Craig bids first. I assumed we were doing a rotation that
You
way.
don't assume anything. Let's bring them in.
Bring him in.
Don't assume anything.
Bring him in, dude.
Stop arguing.
9!
My God.
That was a long time.
It was very peaceful. Everything was great. We were just honestly having a
Complimenting
good
each other.
time.
A bunch of whiners.
Complimenting.
Really what's happening.
Telling
bunch.
Bruce how good of a job he's
There's a
doing.
bunch of whiners.
That was so long that I honestly expected to walk back in here and hear Rizz go, Craig, why don't you have a seat? We've all written something. Read to you. Like, that was weird.
Chris Hansen was going to be in here.
Take a seat.
Take a seat, Craig, because Lern's going.
Gosh damn it, again.
Really?
I thought we'd have Craig win this all for your team handsome.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I
Well,
tried.
it's up to
I'm in it to win it.
I tried.
So
man.
just go off, Queen.
All right, let's
Here
hear
we
it.
go.
What's the number?
9.
Oh!
It's
Go off,
redemption.
Queen. Go off, Queen.
9?
Put it to bed.
Don't overdo it here.
What?
Let's put it to. Let's overcome the controversy and put it to bed.
Whoa! I could actually hear the yelling. You should have a webcam out there because out in the hall you were like, man, they're really getting into it.
Yeah.
Whoa,
it was a
he's
thing.
starting to yell. Whoa, look at.
It was a thing.
Wow, Rizz is laughing. And, like,
It was so good.
All right.
Go.
Lern. I need you in 10 seconds to name 9 musical genres.
Rock, jazz, hip hop, R&B, folk, French music, Italian music. There's Spanish, Latino music, rap music, hip hop, and punk.
Dang.
I think you got it.
He's in.
Italian
We're
music?
counting Spanish and Italian
She
music.
went over anyway.
With Italian and Spanish.
She had 11.
She named 11.
But
If you
what?
take,
She
if
did
you
hip
take,
hop twice, so there was 10, but that's still 10.
She said hip hop twice?
I'm being honest.
I think
but
I did.
She only needed 9.
She said
did
hip hop
10?
twice and then said Spanish.
I thought
and
she
then
said
Bend
Italian.
over, boys.
Wait. Can we?
Did you-
I want to
did you
review the
say
tape.
French?
Review
I
the
said
tape.
French, Italian, Latino.
Those are
But
dressed
review the
in
tape.
languages.
Review the tape.
Italian music's a thing.
Yeah.
I'm throwing a yellow
Guys,
flag
come
or a
on.
red
It's
a
flag.
Spotify list.
Red flag.
Come on.
Good job.
Let's review it. Let's review it.
Good
No,
job.
I'm calling it.
There's-
I'm calling Team Handsome loses.
We're still handsome.
Pass.
I'm calling it.
Pass.
Damn it.
I'm calling
I
it.
just had to get into the languages.
Are you out of your
two
mind?
have been given
Whatever,
so many
dude.
passes.
Dude, you do this all the time, Moon.
Me?
Yeah, freaking soccer teams. You go into other leagues. You do Spanish league, the American league.
Yeah.
No, absolutely not. That's right out of your playbook.
That's
I took a Moondini
that's a really
and I put
strange
it
example
right on the
since-
table.
That's pretty vague. Pretty vague example, but you'll go back and listen to the tape.
With sports.
What is
You're
it?
naming
I
like
don't
all
think
kinds
you'll
of
bring this
crazy
up
Yeah,
again.
sports.
sports is general. Music is general. You can
What
have
is Italian music?
Italian music.
That's opera. That's opera.
The music of Italy.
Listen, if anyone was to come in here and say those answers and not be objected to, we'd be living in an alternative reality.
She went, Team Hoosier wins. I'm calling it.
That's the amount of
Congrats to
fans right
Mike.
there. That 3 claps is the amount of people
I'm
who
calling
approve
it.
this message.
Hey, this is your game, dude.
Yeah,
This is your
I know.
show.
And I will not be bullied.
And for the listeners like the
Oh,
NFL,
is that a fact?
When Clownvis is on
God,
stage
dude.
this weekend, I want
I'm
someone to
just-
yell out, "Play Italian music,"
I
and
am-
see what
I'm
happens.
And
just
you know what? He'll start playing Italian music.
blown
What
away.
is Italian music?
It's like Wolfgang Reiner. It's like Wolfgang Reiner music.
And what is French music?
French
We
music
felt like
is
this was both of
Da,
you.
da, 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 da,
You've done 10
da.
genres.
I don't know that I could have done 10 genres. Well, I don't know that I could have done 10 genres. Yeah. So, I mean, Moon was smart to pass on that, but I'm just questioning the amount, the legitimacy of the genres. I think I could have, I mean, off the top of my
I'm
head.
taking it.
But,
Prepare the gun.
oh, come on. I forgot about that. That's a dick move, man.
Prepare
That's
the
a
gun.
dick. Hold on.
Actually,
hold
Before
on.
I prepare the gun,
Oh, I gotta
shall
see if I'm getting
prepare
shot
the
too.
wheel of names.
I gotta
yeah.
oh
yeah, we
see if
gotta
I'm getting
find
shot
out.
too.
We got Lern and Gas up there.
have their back.
And Rizz is getting
Okay,
shot.
there you go.
Oh, I'm getting shot too. Okay. Okay.
Oh, man.
And the world writes itself.
Chickens come home.
We have a loser.
Yeah.
I'm
Man.
getting shot too.
Brandon in the chat brings up a great point. American music, Americana, right?
Yeah.
American music.
But if
So
you
there's
said
French
American,
music.
that's not Americana.
We're
That-
taking a
like,
break.
One is a genre, one is a
dude.
language.
Rizz.
You know what I mean? Or not a language, a,
Controversy.
You
a
have
style,
different types
a
of
descriptor.
DMAs.
There's always controversy. It doesn't matter.
Italian music this weekend.
It doesn't
Funny
matter.
Bone, Westport.
It doesn't matter.
Italian
There's always
music will be
controversy.
opening for
Somebody's
free speech.
always
American
complaining.
music.
Somebody's always complaining. So
That's not true.
We're gracious
man.
Always.
losers.
It's a legit
Whatever you say.
concern. It's a legit
you're all getting shot in the face.
What? No.
Sports next.
tweet at the
9:13.
Rizz Show and tell us if you agree.
9:13. Thursday, traffic and weather. Moon coming at you.
Traffic is brought to you by Worldwide Technology Raceway. Experience the thrill of nitro-fueled racing at the NHRA Midwest
No
Nationals.
justice, no
Come
peace.
see your favorite drag racers at WWT Raceway from September 27th to September 29th. Way out west, we have a lot of delays. 70 eastbound between, looks like Missouri A and Bryan Road. There's a crash 70 eastbound at Bryan. Your point forecast, possible evening rain. High of 86 today. Right now, it's still 69 at the Point Studio.
All right, folks, football season is back, and so is a chance to turn your football knowledge into cold hard cash. Now, Underdog Fantasy, which is an amazing is an amazing app, it's the game changer you've been waiting for. Over 1 million fans across 33 states have joined the fun, and now it's your turn. Just pick higher or lower on your favorite player stats, touchdowns, passing yards, you name it, and you can win up to 1,000 times your money. Now, I like to make these games interesting. So tonight you have the Bills and the Dolphins playing. So will Josh Allen pass for more or less than 248.5 yards? Will Tyreek Hill catch more than 96.5 yards or less? These are all things you could choose. and you could win. And the app is super easy to use, and signing up's a breeze. So if you're ready to put your knowledge to the test, making picks on Underdog is simple, and signing up is even easier. Just download their mobile app or head to UnderdogFantasy.com. Use promo code RIZZ. You get a free pick'em entry on your first cash champions entry, plus up to $1,000 in bonus cash when you deposit. That's Underdog Fantasy. Use promo code RIZZ for your free pick and deposit offer. Remember, Underdog Fantasy for those 18 and over, only available in participating states. Terms apply. If you have any concerns about your play, call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit ncpgambling.org. So what are you waiting for? Get into the game with Underdog Fantasy.
Victory Men's Health, fellas. It's Friday. Tomorrow, I believe, it's payday for a lot of you. Take a little bit of cash. Not a lot, just a little. Set it aside and take care of your health in 2024. Go to Victory Men's Health and let them help figure out what's going on. Frank, I know you're out there listening, driving your truck over the road, and you're like, hey, my get up and go kind of got up and went, and I don't know what's going on, but I'm a Midwestern male with a stiff upper lip, so I'll just ignore it and drive on. You don't have to do that, Frank. You can get a little bit of pep back in your step. Just go to Victory Men's Health. Let them test your blood down to a cellular level. Figure out what's going on. Maybe you got a vitamin deficiency. Maybe you got low T. Maybe you're having a little problem south of the border. That happens to men your age, Frank. It's not a big deal. Don't live in... Whoa. That was a cool riff that just came in there. Don't live in shame, Frank. It's not a big deal. Just go. They got ED meds. They got testosterone. They got collagen, peptide treatments. They got weight loss therapies, all sorts of stuff there to help you get your life back on track and start feeling like yourself again. So don't wait. Go to one of their 4 locations, one in each O'Fallon, one in Town and Country, and a brand new spanking one down in Sunset Hills. Go to victorymenshealth.com for more info. That's victorymenshealth.com.
So you decided to clean out the garage, and man, you got all this, scrap lying around. What are you going to do? You're just going to throw it out, throw it in the garbage, or if you're a contractor, you got all this ductwork that needs to be, thrown out. You're just going to put it in the landfill? No. Why don't you bring it to Scrap Mart Metals and recycle it? Unlike the other guys, Scrap Mart is clean, it's safe, it's convenient. Locations in Valley Park, Peevely, and Jonesburg. Make some money. They recycle it for you and get some nice cash in your pocket. Scrap Mart offers top dollar payouts for all your scrap metals. They've been doing it since 2011. Best service. Everything is above board, nothing shady. When you drive on the scale, you actually see the scale weights. Then they give you a receipt, you go inside, boom, you're getting cash. Copper wire, brass, stainless steel, aluminum, and cans, batteries, electric motors, steel, cast iron. That's the stuff they will take. And contractors, make it easy on yourself. Fill the dump trailer, bring it to Scrap Mart, or arrange for them to pick it up. Make it easy on yourself and walk away with some nice cash in your pocket. That's Scrap Mart Metals, scrapmartmetals.com, scrapmartmetals.com.
Hey everybody, this is Billy Corgan of the Smashing Pumpkins, and you're listening to the Rizzuto Show. Happy birthday, Rizz. I can't believe you're 99 again.
Now, that actually was Billy Corgan.
That was me doing Billy Corgan.
Nope. That's the whole thing. Were you doing some of the voices? Like, we have to say, that actually was Billy Corgan who came in and actually gave me some
hilarious
birthday wishes. All right, so Team Anthem loses. Again, the arguing continues to the commercial break.
Fans are chiming in. Listeners are chiming in.
Yeah, they are. And it's about, 50-50.
50 smart people.
50 dummies.
50 dummies.
Okay, fine. Yeah, but as your humble host, I will be getting shot as well. So that's the way the cookie crumbles, and I will take my punishment first.
Is that the way the cookie crumbles? Cookie. Cookie.
All right, okay, who's shooting?
We're doing that right now?
Right now.
Yes.
Dude, I'm a guest on the show.
Take a walk to the wall, Craig Gass.
Oh, man.
I think King Scott should shoot since he didn't play at all. He's like
a shot with the airsoft guns.
King Scott is like the executioner who was called in. We'll put a black hood on him.
Oh, are you gonna
Sam Kinnison?
You gonna shoot?
I got shocked.
Are you a
when I
good
stood
shot?
up.
Are you?
He's okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Does he? All right.
I haven't had too much to drink yet.
All right.
He hasn't been drinking heavily.
Craig, you have to get up by the wall.
Hey, move that chair back so he's got to.
Against the wall.
Dude, this is messed.
Take Craig Gass to the wall.
And then we're going to do sports,
I
guys.
feel really weird about this.
Well, put your hands on the windowsill and stick your ass out, Craig Gass.
Who are we shooting first, Scott?
Well, I thought you said you wanted to.
I'd like to get shot first.
All right, I'll think about it.
Okay.
And let's go ahead and fire one off.
Oh!
There's Rizz.
There it
He's
is.
gone, man. That bounced really far off your ass, dude.
That came over here.
That thing shot over Lern's head when it bounced off. What a tight little ass you have, Scott Rizzuto. Wow, you've been squatting.
No, you got to get it. It's taking too long.
Oh!
Pull your shirt up, Craig. Stick your butt out.
Stick your butt out.
There we go. Oh, that would hit the board. That would hit your board.
Oh man.
That would almost shut the whole station down.
Oh, Craig!
All right, you ready?
All right, pull your shirt up, Craig. Turn around.
Take your medicine.
Stick your ass out. Stick your ass out.
Stick it out, Craig.
Get your t-shirt up a little bit.
And just welcome to the family. It's a little delayed.
Oh my God! It is. It's the delay.
Yeah.
It's a tiny little thing.
It sucks.
Like, it just keeps going.
You think at first no big deal, and then you find out kind of a big deal.
It heats up.
Man.
It heats up.
Oh my God! There's like layers to it.
It's
like,
okay. Men cry.
It radiates.
It radiates.
Whoa.
Welcome to the family, bud.
Yeah, there he is. Hey, yeah. Hey.
Now you can do it every time you're here.
Just got made.
Hey, just so you know, for our football pick'em challenge, this is something that we have to face every week. Whoever comes in last place has to face the firing squad. Now, the more times you lose, it's cumulative. So let's say, Rafe lost week 1,
Which is not good.
which he had to take a shot for that. If Rafe loses week 2, he's got to take 2 shots, and it goes throughout the entire season. So what is there, 18 weeks?
Something like that.
It feels like a wasp.
That's right.
Stung my ass.
Yeah.
I just watched Craig Guest stare in the middle distance while rubbing an ass cheek, wondering what he's doing.
Yeah, you wanted to come in. Westport Funny Bone this weekend.
I'm a successful guy.
Clownvis. Can we get Clownvis shot too?
Clownvis has been shot.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it honked.
It did it. That's hilarious. It's kind of weird. I expected it to be like a ow and then it fades,
No,
but it
it's still
builds.
there. Now
it builds.
imagine like 5 shots.
At once.
Why would you do that?
Right.
Because that's what we do here.
It's terrible.
We do it out of love.
I will say this, in all sincerity, King Scott walked up to me and said, "I'm sorry."
Did you really?
Yeah.
Also, total sincerity.
in the most sincere way too.
Yeah.
He's like, "Sorry, man," and then his smile
That's
got
his
bigger
kink.
as he saw me touching my butt.
That's his kink.
Yeah, that's his kink.
That's my kink.
All right, so listen, tonight we have a football game. It's the Bulls.
The Bulls.
The Bills.
Yeah.
Damn, that's why I keep getting it wrong.
Yeah.
It's the Buffalo Bills
The Buffalo?
against the Miami Dolphins.
Should be a good game.
Should be a great game. I believe they are in Miami.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
Wait, are they again? Where the arrest happened?
They are. I'm looking at it right now. Bills at Miami.
Bills at Miami.
Wow.
Josh Allen. Tua, not going to try to say his last name.
To
Tega not going to work here anymore. All right, so.
and canceled.
Moon,
Yeah.
who do you got tonight?
I have the Dolphins.
The Dolphins. Lern,
What?
who do you got tonight?
I got the Dolphins.
Dolphins. Rafe Williams.
I also chose the Dolphins.
King Scott.
I'm a Dolphin boy.
Who's what's the spread? Who's like
We'll just straight pick 'em.
Straight pick 'em.
Straight pick 'em.
Which makes it more difficult, I think.
Straight pick 'em.
all right? So it's a survivor, but what are the odds on that game? Does anybody know? I would think Buffalo would have the edge on,
I don't know about that. I
Miami
just
look
think the
pretty damn
Dolphins are a
good.
better team, and they're at home.
but Buffalo is like, Miami's coming off one of their best seasons in forever.
I think Miami's though on the way up, and Bills are on the way down.
Okay.
Ooh, actually, I did pick the Bills.
The
I
Bills
apologize.
are getting 2.5.
Okay.
Miami is the favorite tonight.
You picked the Bills?
Yeah.
Okay, so
I picked the Dolphins.
By the way, half of the Fastlane has not even made their picks. The other half, it looks like, have selected the Dolphins. Oh, I'm sorry. Nope. 1 Bills, 1 Dolphins, 2 undecided.
Who picked the Bills?
Looks like BK picked the Bills.
The Bills are getting 2.5.
BK picked the
So
Bills.
what that means is, if you guys don't know how to gamble, meaning that the score, like the game begins, Buffalo already has 2.5 points.
Davis has
That's
the
the
Dolphins.
simplest way you want to put it.
BK has the Bills. Marsh, Rivers, and Stalter have not made their picks.
So
'Cause they're those guys.
So you're taking the Bills?
Yeah. Yep.
I mean, it's not a bad pick. It's going to be a great game.
I'm making all my picks right now with Craig
Right now, you're not
Gass's
gonna-
energy. What?
You're going to just do it without any thought?
How do you think I do this? This is how I don't. What do you mean?
Aren't you supposed to have a conversation about it?
We thought you had consultants.
I do. I have many consultants. I do my picks. I show them to at least 4 other men, and then I say, "What you think?"
So you're not gonna think about it at all? You're
I'm
not gonna use
thinking
any
about
of
it.
your football knowledge?
I'm thinking, who did I hear about in the last week? Who did well? And then I go, okay, that I can kind of remember that they did well.
Okay, so Saints, Cowboys, who are you going to go with?
Cowboys.
Is one of the 4 men that you consult with your husband?
Yes.
Okay.
The Cowboys.
God, that'd be
Okay,
a great
Cowboys are
story if it
favorite.
was.
All right. Tampa and Detroit.
I'm going Buccaneers.
Okay, they're the underdog.
Hey,
Detroit's a good team.
no time like
Lions
the present.
Lions are awesome.
Cleveland, Jacksonville.
I think I'm doing. Let's see. Hang on, I got to do this.
That's a tough one for me, and I went Jacksonville.
gonna-
I
Going
just-
Jacksonville
I
as
think
well.
the Browns are on a slide.
So,
okay, wait a
same.
minute.
I
So,
think Deshaun Watson is just
Disaster.
Craig, look at this and let me know what
Counting
you
his
think.
San Francisco,
These are the
Vikings.
picks. Those-
San Francisco.
San Francisco,
all
I
the
think, is
way.
probably the best team in the league.
Slow down.
Oh, sorry,
Got some
Kansas City.
injuries. Got some injuries.
Whoa, okay. I was going to say.
McCaffrey's still questionable.
Well,
yeah.
yeah.
I don't think he's going to play. I don't think McCaffrey's going to play. Chargers, Panthers.
Chargers.
Panthers are terrible.
You can
I
switch it if you
don't
want.
know.
Raiders, Ravens.
Oh, Ravens.
Ravens.
Ravens are
Both
home.
the Raven.
Ravens are going to destroy him.
Seahawks, Patriots.
Seahawks.
Patriots are ranked
They won last week.
32 out of 30.
They're at home, though.
Could be worse.
Oh, the Patriots are?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, I think they're 31 or 30.
The Panthers are the worst team in the league.
Panthers are ranked
Patriots
32.
won last week, but I think didn't they win with like no offense?
I'm taking the Seahawks. Here's the game of the week, in my opinion: the Colts and Packers.
You know, I went back and forth on this one, and I ended up on Colts.
Me too.
I'm taking the Packers. The Colts are a 3-point favorite, though.
Packers with no Jordan Love?
Yeah, but weren't they saying that he might come back?
He ain't coming back.
There's no question that Lern has input from 4 different guys.
No, I
Her
just did
picks-
this while I was sitting here.
Oh, really? Because I was going to say, your
Okay.
picks are solid.
All right.
Okay. Thank
Dang,
you, Craig.
picks are solid.
Jets Titans.
I had the Jets
Jets
on
will
that.
squeak one out.
Jets.
I got the Jets. They're in Tennessee, though.
Yeah, I don't have much faith in the Titans.
You know what screws me up is the tiebreaker because I never know what to do. I do like 28 to, because you do it by 7, right? Because you get 7 points. And again, I'm an idiot and I don't know anything about sports. 7 is the.
You got to pick the score.
Sometimes.
Final score.
Yeah, so you do it by 7 times 3, 21
Well, I mean,
to
that's
28.
not necessarily because, sometimes there's
Field
three-pointers,
goals.
you got to throw in safeties, there's field goals.
The Seahawks gave up 2 safeties in last week's game.
Whoa. Holy cow.
Unusual. All right, let's do sports real quick. All right, Moon, what do you got?
Sports brought to you by 19 Crimes Snoop Dogg Smooth, a
Hell
silky
yeah.
red blend wine to kick back, relax, and enjoy. With a tie game
$2.93.
last night, go-ahead run at second base. Paul Goldschmidt got ahead in the count 3-0 against Reds reliever Buck Farmer, and then into a full count. And then Goldie, a day after his 37th birthday, lined a ball to the wall in center field, delivering the go-ahead RBI that took the Cards to a 2-1 win over the Reds. The U.S. men's national team produced an impressive bounce-back performance. Christian Pulisic made a bit of history, but a late improbable goal by New Zealand led to a 1-1 friendly draw between the sides. And then, now that did snap the USA's 3-game losing streak, didn't reflect an evening that was dominated by the USA. The U.S. Soccer Federation has appointed Mauricio Pochettino as the new head coach of the U.S. men's national team.
I knew they were going to go with him.
This dude is seasoned, highly respected. He's incredible. I love this guy. I think he's going to turn the program around. Oh, my goodness. I hope he does. Cleveland Browns quarterback Deshaun Watson has been accused of sexual battery and assault.
Watson.
A civil lawsuit was filed against Watson in connection with an alleged incident in 2020 when Watson was a member of the Texans. In 2022, Watson served an 11-game suspension in the midst of 24 women accusing him of sexual assault
This is
and
the massage
inappropriate
guy, right?
conduct during massage sessions. Yep.
You know him as Joey the Rapist.
Watson-
What's Going Down episode of That's My Mama.
Watson settled 23 of 24 of those civil
So he settled 23 of
lawsuits.
the 24.
Yeah, pretty wild. Gambling site looked at how much it costs to tailgate at each NFL stadium in 2024, and the average for 4 people to tailgate is how much money? Anybody got a guess?
4 people to tailgate?
4 people to tailgate. The average cost, just tailgating, no
Without the
tickets,
ticket.
no tickets, no nothing.
$125.
Yep.
$205.17. It varies a lot, though. San Francisco 49ers have the most expensive tailgate. That's $292. And the cheapest one, I believe, was the Arizona Cardinals, which only cost you about $158. I'm Moon, and that's your sports, because doing the bull dance, feeling the flow, working it.
Thank you. All right, calling all sports fans, this is your official call to action for the best game day Sundays all season long. Head down to Hot Shot Sports Bar and Grill, where the action is nonstop. The drinks are icy cold, and the deals are hotter than a pregame tailgate. Whether you're cheering on your favorite team or catching all the best matchups, Hot Shots has everything you need to make your Sundays a celebration.
That's right. And this September, kick things off with the unbeatable specials. Grab a domestic bucket for $15, upgrade to premium for $18, plus quench your thirst with $3 Bud Light pints and score some delicious $5 nachos on the side. And the good times keep rolling through November. Enjoy Crown Royal favorites like Big Chief Tea, Crownberry Apple, and KC Crown for just $6 a cocktail or shot.
So gather the crew, celebrate with amazing deals, and watch every touchdown in style at Hot Shot Sports Bar and Grill. Join them every Sunday for an epic dose of sports, delicious food, and drinks so good you'll be ready to cheer all season long. HotShotsNet.com. That's HotShotsNet.com for all the details.
Aha! Welcome back to the farm. So today's a special day because I got Mark from Colonel Landscaping here. Hey, Mark.
How's it going?
So Mark brought us a gift, the gift of a tree. So Mark, what is it? What does this symbolize? What is this tree? What do we call this?
So this would be kind of like a statement tree. Or a memorial tree sometimes. Moving on to a new piece of land, you put this thing in there, it grows along with you as you grow with the land.
Well, a memorial would be like if I died and then you plant this over me. So we'll call this a statement tree.
Statement tree.
So this is a statement tree courtesy of Mark and Colonel Landscaping for Rizz Farms here, which will be put up in front of the house and it'll be on the farm for forever.
Yep.
All right, so Mark, what kind of tree is this?
This is an autumn blaze maple, so it's going to get beautiful fall colors. It's a relatively fast grower, so it's going to get nice and big, give the house some shade.
Oh, awesome. So we need to put this into the ground, which I've never planted a tree before, so...
Oh, you're going to get your education today.
Oh, nice. So let's get it off the trailer.
All right.
And into the ground.
Yes, sir.
And how much does this thing weigh?
Probably about 200 pounds.
Good thing I got this cart. Let's load her up. All right, Mark, let's do a tree raising ceremony.
All right, here we go.
You're doing great.
Yep, that's it. Keep doing it. Here we go. Okay.
All right, here we go. Down a hill, down a hill.
Yep, now up. Up a hill. This is actually going to be the hard part.
Ready?
Yeah, 1, 2, 3.
Basement Systems, the all things basement tea experts. I've had them at my house, not only to look at my basement, but to actually fix something beyond that, because they fixed my settling front porch situation, and they can fix your driveway as well. Now, I just had them at my house looking at something else. So they are the all things basement tea experts with basement waterproofing, foundation repair, crawl space repair, mold prevention, egress windows, any and everything you can think of basement-wise. But they do more, and they really did fix that situation for me that I had. It was a safety hazard. It was looking bad. It was actually tearing the brick facade from my house right off of the house and making the little overhang thing dip down. It was a disaster. It was destroying my house, and Wood's Basement System was able not only to concrete level, but they installed piers, so it's fixed forever. I don't have to worry about that problem anymore. If you're looking for something like that, go to moonloveswoods.com. There's a special deal waiting for you at moonloveswoods.com on whatever project it is that you need done, because you know not to wait any longer. Prevent further damage. These problems don't get better with time. They get better with Woods, because the problem's going to be fixed forever. Woods Basement Systems, the all things basement tea experts, moonloveswoods.com.
It's Donnie Fandango backstage at Point Fest. For one, I just almost fell out of my chair.
It is.
And for two, boy, that would have made a really great way to start the interviews of the day. Yeah. All right, so let's settle this first and foremost. You and me here right now. 0936.
Yes.
All right. I heard it in a couple of different ways. It confused the hell out of me, man.
It confuses me.
Okay, well then good. Then I don't feel as bad that it's not just me.
I put the colon in there to be read as a time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No one says it's 9:36 o'clock ever.
Right, ever.
It's never happened. It's never happened.
And it never should happen.
And it won't, I promise.
You know, man, I was reading a bit about you, and it feels like we, as younger guys, had a similar sort of experience. I had one of my dad's friends when I was growing up owned a mini recording studio in his basement. And so I got to go over there when I was like 7, 8, 9 years old and watch the guys plug in. And
you feel good, and Parkrest Plastic Surgery wants you to look good, so you feel good. It's good for your mental health. Their focus is to build your confidence over there, Parkrest, by helping you achieve your goals with the most natural-looking results possible. They want you to look and feel like you at your best. And Parkrest, they offer a wide range of expertise for people looking for aesthetic improvement. Whether you're looking for that mommy makeover, or you're looking for laser hair removal, or if you're looking for permanent makeup, or you're looking to minimize fat in hard-to-target areas. They offer everything from injectable LipoDissolve or Kybella to cool sculpting elite, smart lipo, even your traditional liposuction. And they got the best doctors. That's Dr. Kaplan, Dr. McGuire. People from all over the world come to be treated by them. They're there to build back your confidence and support you in your journey. That's Parkcrest Plastic Surgery, right, Craig?
Indeed.
Parkcrest Plastic Surgery.
That's crazy.
If you're looking for a facelift, right down the street.
It's that time when you start thinking about making some changes. Take a look in the mirror. You know it's time.
ParkcrestPlasticSurgery.com.
Well, here we are, Music Record Shop, and it's stunning. We've got Giannis, we've got Jimmy, and we've got Alex, our grand prize winner. And quite simply, gentlemen, for the next little while, we're just going to go record shop.
Wicked.
Which sounds fantastic. So we'll check in when we get done. Let everybody kind of get after it. But do you have a plan when you're going into a
No, I'm
record
just
shop?
going to go at it with a frenzy.
All right,
Yeah.
very good. Well, we love that. All right, so here at Music Record Shop, we're getting after it. We'll check in with you in a bit. Did you ever stop collecting vinyl, or have you just always done it?
Yeah, I mean, from when I started buying vinyl, largely because a lot of the shows I went to when I was younger were like punk. You know, they were like punk shows. So the bands that I liked, they would just put out a 7-inch. So I was like, I wanted the music, so I was like, I bought it, and then I bought a crappy turntable.
I've kind of started going back and buying a lot of punk vinyl,
Cool.
of stuff that I never had before, and bands that I've just now kind of rediscovered that everybody says are great. You know, like Minutemen, we're a band that I've known.
They've been in business for 56 years. They've been one of St. Louis's top names in home improvement with a commitment to put quality and professionalism first in everything they do. They provide the best and longest-lasting outdoor products available, great customer service, locally owned, 8+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. So if you're looking for a new fence, you want a new fence in the yard?
Would love a new fence.
You know, wood fence or steel and chain link fence, or, man, the decks, they're bread and butter.
Absolutely.
The big decks, the little decks.
Mm-hmm.
The wooden decks, the natural cedar ones, the Vecca deck, which is what I have in my house.
Ooh, you're getting
the
turned
vinyl
on.
decking. Oh, yeah. Well, if you've got deck envy, like, oh, man, my neighbor's got a great deck, and I want what he's got.
Wow, check out the deck on my neighbor.
That's right. And if you mention the RizzShow this month, you'll get 20% off your next installed outdoor project.
Whoa.
With Chesterfield Fence and Deck online at Chesterfieldfence.com. Because after all, who doesn't want a bigger deck? So aside from rest, relaxation, and a lot of work, another reason we bought the farm was because my wife owns a company called All Things Elderberry, where she makes elderberry elixir and various other elderberry products. So not only are we building a house on the property, but this is the field over here with over 70 rows of elderberry plants, over 9,000 elderberry plants on this field right now. So let me take you up there. Let me show you what it's all about. So instead of buying elderberries from somebody else, we thought, let's just grow the elderberries ourselves. No big deal. So here we are up here on the big field. It's about 5+ acres of elderberries. As I said, 70 rows, over 9,000 plants. So the rows start over here and go all the way down. So last October, all these plants were put in. Now, right now, they look like little sticks. But come late July, come August, these sticks will be about yay high, full of elderberries. So there are a bunch of different varieties of elderberry in the field here. This is called a Pocahontas. So this will eventually be here, maybe even higher. So come July, August, we'll need tiny hands to come pick these elderberries, put them in buckets for processing. But for the time being, we need to mulch every single row. Every single row. The mulch is going to go onto the rows to prevent weeds from sprouting up and killing the elderberry plants. So yeah, that's the next big thing. Mulching.
All right, first big summer show of 2018. We've got 30 Seconds to Mars and Wellesley Arms and Walk the Moon and K-Flay. How are you?
I'm doing great.
It's really great to see you. I got to tell you this, though, kind of changing up the interview from where I thought I was going to go. I want to know about the fitness regime in which that you have, how you do it out there when it's 105 degrees, because I need to.
Okay, so we've just started something. We're calling it Witness the Fitness.
Okay.
It's good branding, right?
Right.
We're off to a good start. But basically, like, with a tour like this too, we have a lot of downtime.
Sure.
So we're trying to take like times when we could do bad things and do good things.
Oh, very good. So you're just kind of keeping yourself busy, more or less.
Sort of.
But then also doing something very good for your mind and for your body as well.
Exactly, because I feel like one of the things, there's like a weird cycle that can happen on tour where you get locked into this like never changing like Groundhog Day thing.
Sure.
And this is a good way to disrupt that potentially damaging cycle.
Absolutely so. But I mean, and also too, though, I mean, you're kind of able again to do something for the body as well as.
Yeah, and it's good for the mind.
Yeah.
It's very good for the mind.
You don't do well with downtime, I'm assuming. Like as far as like
Right.
you get bored, probably super easy on.
I do get pretty bored, yeah.
Well, what do you do like when you're not working, when you're not touring? I assume we've had this conversation before where I know you write a lot, where you're always doing something, but I would think downtime would almost be your enemy to a certain extent, just for you personally. You know what I mean? You probably don't dig it.
This is like a therapy session. Yes.
Yeah. I'm good at that.
I have trouble with quiet. So yeah, I'm working on that. I mean, for the most part, honestly, this last like couple of years has been pretty much work stuff.
Right.
Pretty relentlessly, which is, I mean, I also just like making music pretty fundamentally, so that feels like it's always worthwhile, even if it's not going to be a song for me, if I'm just like trying to get better at guitar and recording riffs in my bedroom or something like that.
If you are maybe from out of town, Cardinal Glennon is a hospital for kids on Grand, and they're actually building a new facility, which is incredible. But they have the best care for kids, and it has nothing to do, like if a family doesn't have the money to pay, they still provide life-saving care to kids because the kids are in need and you got to do whatever you can for the kiddos. And they have fundraisers throughout the entire year, much like the Glennon Gallop, which is coming up here very soon at the end of the month. And this is cool because you can support the kids and take in a polo match on Saturday, September 21st. It's going to be in Defiance, Missouri, August Busch Polo Fields. Gates open at noon. And this money goes directly to the Donnie Pediatric Center. So you're helping out kiddos. You're having a real good time watching a polo game. You can even go out there and smash the divots and all that, stomp them out. And you're home by like 5:30, which is excellent, right? So log on to help out. Glennon.org/Gallop. Again, it is the 2024 annual Glennon Gallop, courtesy of Cardinal Glennon.
Backstage at Point Fest, and this is, I gotta say, of all of the interviews that I've done, as far as the placement in conjunction with the show, this one is a little different because there's not going to be a show here tonight, but we've got Highly Suspect here to join us. So, gentlemen, hello, and I'm going to make this probably pretty awkward for all of us.
Happy to be here. Grateful to be here.
Well, it's absolutely wonderful to see you guys again, and it has been a spell since we have heard new Highly Suspect music. All right, so I want to know when there's something new work. I mean, what do you got? There's got to be something going on. You got to have a single. You got to have a record.
June 22nd. You heard it fucking here first, right here on the point.
Ooh.
June 22nd. I'm not
like
going to give you the name of the song, though.
Okay.
But that'll be the first single.
All right, I'm going to do this, though. I will admit, though, I heard the song yesterday, and it's freaking fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Oh, we're on your Instagram Live? You do not want to be on the Instagram Live with me, man. I'm not a guy that's made for camera. I am the face for radio if there ever was an example.
I think you're beautiful.
Well,
June 22nd, and we are so fucking bummed about not being able to play today because, maybe you would have gotten a little tease.
I think we would have. That's your way of saying you were going to play the new song in the set.
I just said maybe. I don't know.
So, but it's been a while since we've had a chance to, kind of hang out and stuff and see you guys roll through town. What have you been up to? What have you been doing? Has there been anything new going on in the life, in the world? Catch us up.
Yeah, tons. I mean, my brother and I moved to Nashville. We built a studio in it, and then we got to work on the record, and that took a long time.
ninjabling.com, the exclusive jeweler of the Rizz Show.
Oh, look at my watch. Look at my watch. Look at my watch.
It's a nice watch.
Yeah, came from Rolls-Royce Jewelry. And you know what? The best part about it is that it fits me, it fits my style, it fits all this, and I never would have picked it out because I don't know anything about watches. So I was telling them, I was like, hey man, I'm interested in watches, but I don't know. I don't know. How do I get into this? How do I get something that's going to fit me, that's going to go with the style, that's not too much, not too little? And bam, Dan Royce nailed it. Nailed it. Picked it out for me. It's even called the Moon something or other from Tavanis. I love this thing. I love this thing.
Listen.
It is. It's like the moon's moon crest.
It's a nice looking watch, huh, Craig?
Gosh dang, it's perfect.
I just love that there's somebody out there that really put some effort into catering to Moon.
You're darn right.
Yeah, it's called the Moon something or other.
And that's exactly what I'm talking about because they spend the time with each and every person that comes up there to make sure that is just custom made for you.
And also engagement rings. I mean, engagement rings, that's,
yes,
that's a big purchase.
Yeah, that's it.
And, if you're thinking about popping the question over the holidays, my suggestion is to get up there now. More Choice Jewelry, go to ninjabling.com, get the phone number, get the address, make an appointment. They're the exclusive jeweler of the Rizz Show. More Choice Jewelry, where you get the jewels and not the shaft.
I'm so excited to be back here at Point Fest 2021, and for the very first time in person after multiple FaceTimes, Josh from Bad Flower, dude, you're really
Hello.
here.
You're a real person.
You are a real person.
I thought maybe you were like a computer-generated deepfake.
You know what I mean?
Oh, wow.
I mean, I do feel like an avatar most days of the week, so I think that's the case.
And you look like an avatar in person. Like you look like an avatar version of somebody's real self, but that's your actual self.
Thank you. That's exactly what I was going for. First and most important conversation or question of the conversation: how are you? Just vibe check. How are you feeling today? How are the emotions? It's Point Fest.
Good. I've been so stressed out. We're preparing for our headlining tour. Our album comes out in 5 days.
Mm-hmm.
There's just like so much that has to happen around that. And I stupidly take on so many things on my own and I don't ask for help. I'm like, no, I want to do this. I want to do the lighting for the tour. I want to design the stage. I want to do all this stuff. And then go time is happening. I'm like, I only have 2 hands. I have to sleep a little bit. I don't know what to do. And so I'm in that phase right now. So I'm like thinking about a million different things. I'm trying to stay focused on our interview and what we're going to talk about.
Yeah.
But like, what else do I
Right
have to
now, you're
program? What did
already-
I miss? What's going to mess up on stage? What do I have to do?
Well, I heard
Is
you
my
guys
dog
sound checked
fed?
already. Yeah, so the sound check went great, it sounded like.
It did.
So you feel prepared there. That's good.
Yeah.
Is somebody taking care of Maggie? Speaking of your dog, is
Yes.
your dog taken care
Yes,
of?
my dog is taken care of.
Okay, absolutely.
But I
good.
still think about it.
Right, like before COVID, you were able to take Maggie out on the road a little bit, right?
A little. I took her out for a little bit when we toured with Shinedown, actually, because the type of show made sense for it. It was a little bit more relaxed for us. We were like quick 30-minute set, big. It wasn't like indoor stages. It was all outdoor amphitheaters, so she could just like run around and.
Yeah, so you have been on tour with Shinedown.
Yes.
You guys are buddies. I really feel this energy coming from them. Just professionals, been doing this forever. And then seeing you guys on that tour together, did it feel like a kind of like, hey, welcome to the show, welcome to the party, come on in and join us? Did they have that kind of attitude?
Yeah, they're the most like warm, welcoming, polite people. I mean, truly, like of any band that we've ever toured with, I've never experienced that level of like hospitality from everybody and like respect from everybody. And that's like the band members, their crew, everyone. It actually was our first like really big tour that we ever did, like supporting, and it taught us how we should behave. Not that we've necessarily implemented that, like.
HVAC.com, ANTONSHVAC.com. That's the home for Anton's Plumbing, Heating, Cooling, and Energy Experts, and they are the energy experts. You've heard me talk about what they've done in my house, getting it totally comfortable. Now, I had a slightly older house, and the more that it aged, the more the variance between one room and the next was. And Anton's was able to fix that immediately. And, of course, I've used them for repairs and any sort of replacements that I've had. And they got great deals going on at AntonsHVAC.com, including financing options for you. But in 2 days, it's the big Anton's Heroes Golf Tournament coming up at Forest Park. And if you want to be a donor, or you want to sponsor the event, or you even want to get in on it if there's a couple spots left, go to AntonsHeroesGolf24.com, AntonsHeroesGolf.com. AntonsHeroesGolf24.com. Unbelievable tournament that goes to an incredible thing, which is the Anton's Heroes program, where they provide comfort for first responders and veterans. It's amazing. Check out AntonsHVAC.com, ANTONSHVAC.com.
105.7 The Point, everything alternative. We are backstage. We are at Busch Stadium.
Busch
Kirk
Stadium.
Hammett from Metallica joining us today. Thank you. It's absolutely an honor to get the chance to meet you.
Cheers, likewise.
All right, so first we're going to talk about things that are not music related.
Okay.
I saw your Instagram post on Friday night about coming to St. Louis, looking for some comic book spots.
Yeah.
Did you find any?
Well, I found one spot, but you know what? I didn't have time enough to make it to the place.
Sure. It happens, I'm sure.
Or in other words, I had every intention on going today, but, I made the mistake of picking up my guitar in my hotel room, and
There it
2.5 hours later, I put it down. And I thought, oh, well, there went my gallivanting around the city time.
Well, when I'm buying records, I find days where there's things where I either have it or just don't want it. Like with a collection of memorabilia and comics and things that you have horror related, do you have a tough time sometimes finding things you need and that you want and that aren't already in the collection?
Well, I just kind of kind of leave myself open to just anything when I'm just out there and just out and about. It's crazy because just recently on the East Coast, I was just...
Roof is something you kind of take for granted. It's raining out, your head's dry. Great. But what if there's a problem up there? If there's a problem up there, that little problem now could become a big, costly problem down the road. So you should get the Happy Roof Company on the roof for an inspection. For example, I had them a couple of years ago up on the roof for an inspection. They took pictures and everything. We had a hailstorm. They came back, took pictures after the hailstorm, compared before and after. Send that to the insurance company. Easy peasy. I'm getting my repairs done, cover my insurance. If you have a leaky roof, an old roof, a damaged roof, an ugly roof, the Happy Roof Company should be your first call. Local, headquartered in Sunset Hills, A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. It's roofing, it's siding, it's gutters. Give them a call, 314-665-3001. That's 314-665-3001. Online at thehappyroof.com. They put the happy in happy endings.
Will there be celebrity guests on this show? Who does number 2 work for? Have you ever wondered what your boss's bathroom routine is like? Well, me neither. But we might find out today whether we like it or not on the number 2 show. In the wild ecosystem of the workplace, there's a unique species we've all encountered and have to navigate. The boss. Just as David Attenborough would guide us through the behaviors of lions and gazelles on the African plains, let me take you on an office safari. You won't need binoculars, but perhaps a strong cup of coffee or a sneaky sip of the flask you keep in your top drawer, Frank. That's right, Frank. We all know about the whiskey. Get a handle on things. From the prowling micromanager to the elusive Captain Cryptic, here's a glimpse into a few of the bosses you're bound to run into during your 9-to-5 jungle adventure. Hey, can we get a cool graphic right there? Like a cutaway to like a guy in a safari hat that's like, welcome to the jungle! And it's like, rawr, like a big jaguar noise? No. Okay, moving on with the monologue. The micromanager from hell stalks your every click like a digital big brother. If they could, they'd probably control your mouse pointer.
Racetrack, Keith and the fellows over at Kartplex for letting us take over for an hour and a half for a Rizz Olympics event. But I love going to the racetrack, and you got the NHRA Midwest Nationals happening at Worldwide Technology Raceway September 27th, 28th, and 29th. That means it's time for ground-pounding, nitro-burning, 10,000 horsepower rocket ships at more than 335 miles an hour. And it only happens once a year. And this is a record-setting event you cannot miss. And it all kicks off with a return to Friday night qualifying sessions, and there is nothing cooler than those header flames under the lights. Worldwide Technology Raceway also has new grandstands, a new racing surface, and more enhancements you need to see for yourself. And every ticket is a pit pass. So you're wandering around and you're seeing crews take apart cars. You're meeting drivers. See legendary stars like Tony Stewart, Ron Capps, Antron Brown, and Brittany Force at your hometown racetrack. NHRA Midwest Nationals happening September 27th through 29th. Worldwide Technology Raceway. WWT Raceway for tickets and more info. Brought to you in part by Illinois Tourism and Downstate Tourism.
Hey, it's Jeffrey.
And that is it for us. What a program. Good times, huh, Craig?
Dude, look at this list I have. I came in here. This was my list of stories and things I was going to bring up. Didn't get any of them.
Well, on this show, the best laid plans.
Mm-hmm. By the way, I did Rafe's podcast.
The number 2 show? Yeah.
I almost started crying when we started talking about George Carlin and my relationship with George. And what a kind human being he was. Rafe was so good that I can tell you that, just to role play a little bit, I'm the PD. I want you to come in and tell me you need some time off, and just whatever it is, just make it something that I got to give you time off for. So I'll be the PD, and Rizz, you come in and tell me.
Hey, man, I got like a really bad STD that I need to go to a special clinic.
Are you okay? Are you okay?
We're not sure.
Okay. Yeah. Dude, hey, man, absolutely. Take care of yourself. Can you do me a favor when you get out of here? Can you tell Rafe to come in here for a second?
Hey, Rafe, the PD wants to see you.
All right. Now, Rafe, you have no idea what's going on.
Okay.
But I'm just going to give you the beginning of a sentence, and everyone's going to know what's going on. So, Rafe, coming in, I've asked to see you.
All right. First off, I'd like to apologize for the post I made, if that's what this is about.
It's okay. Rafe, question.
Yes?
You ever thought about... And that's the end of your career right there.
That's the end of your career.
That's the end of your career. They're paying attention to what Rafe's doing. And once Rizz has like anything that takes him out of the game for a minute, the STD.
It's a weird STD.
And then Rafe has no idea.
Clearly.
And then here's this is exactly what happens in radio. What if we gave you an extra $5
Wow.
to be the host
You must take it.
of the Rafe Show?
Of the Rizzuto Show.
I'd go from 0 to 5?
Yeah.
Yes.
Would you take it?
Clearly, Craig Gass has never seen me try to run a soundboard. The show would be off the air, dead air in 4 seconds.
Hey, make sure you check out the clip of the day brought to you by Michael's Flooring. We love Michael's Flooring. Moon, what is today's podcast title?
Speaking of ferret filters.
Speaking of ferret filters. Hey, make sure you check out Craig Gass at the Westport Funny Bone tonight, tomorrow, Saturday, and Sunday.
Man, are we going to have fun. I'm really looking forward to seeing Clownvis doing the shows. He opened for me once years ago, and I just sat out front until it was time for me. I forgot I was going up. So I'm excited. Clownvis is going to open the shows Friday and Sunday. Westport Funny Bone, STLFunnyBone.com. And thank you to you guys for always letting me hang out, and my ass hurts.
Well, Clownvis is coming in tomorrow, by the way. Clownvis will be in studio tomorrow to talk about his shows with Craig Gass this weekend.
Oh, that's awesome. I love that guy.
We love Clownvis. Okay, so Moon, what else?
That's it for me, man.
Lern, what else?
I have nothing.
I think we're going to go eat pancakes. Craig.
Pancakes, and I want to analyze something when we go to pancakes, and there's so many things I wanted to get to. I get caught up in it. I get caught up in it. So,
Rafe.
Go see Craig Gass at Funny Bone all weekend. Also, there's still about 10 spots left for skydiving with me on Saturday. Go to skydivingsTL.com to the bucket list boogie button. Hit it and sign up if you want to come jump and watch me eat a pork steak while I fall from the sky.
He's going to eat.
And check out the number 2 show with Craig Gass. It was a very, very good episode.
it was crazy.
He was a great guest.
Surprisingly emotional. Surprisingly emotional.
Sweet. He cried like a little bitch.
And I want to second what Lern said.
Okay,
Thank
what did
you.
you say?
I got nothing.
Okay. All right, we'll leave you with a selection for our Team Rizz Member today, brought to you by Hot Shot Sports Bar and Grill from Freeburg, Illinois. Adam Schaefer is our Team Rizz Member. Adam wants to hear this song, and here we go. This is a good one, too.
Ooh.
We will see you tomorrow. Donnie Fandango next. Lern goes to Keishi. Have a wonderful rest of your day.
Bye.
Energy.
Hey,